You could have told me we were going live. I'm sitting here.
Paige, you were just
staring
watching.
off into space.
You were watching the intro play out and then fade to black.
I'm just sitting here like, you gotta, come on. You gotta let me know.
I did. You were looking at the screen.
My balls could have been out. You don't know.
You
don't know. What a great start.
Where's the baby?
Elmo's watching him. He's fine. Actually, my doula is watching our son. Shout out to her. She's watching right now. Hi. So, I'm so sorry we're late. That it is not my doula's fault.
It's my fault.
No, it's our fault.
It's Paige's fault.
It's mostly my fault. I was nursing the baby, and then we couldn't find our phones, and we just were completely unprepared.
Yeah, so Paige couldn't find her phone, and that was a problem because we used Paige's phone to call my phone to find my phone.
Yeah. It's true. It's true.
I don't know how to find my own phone.
Just do like I don't want to say it because I don't want to set off people's phones, but like, hey, and then Google lady or whatever the hell, right?
Yeah, that doesn't work when it's 4 rooms away.
Okay,
My phone was
fair.
underneath the bag of dog food.
Why was it underneath a bag of dog food?
Because I was scooping the dog food and I put my phone down.
Put it in your pocket, you goob.
Well, I obviously should have put it in my pocket. But I was getting the dog food.
See, I used to put my phone in my bra, but now I can no longer do that. You know, because this is a dining area. You know.
Oh yeah, you don't want to do that.
Or a pump station. Yeah, and my phone's gross.
Yeah.
So what's new? It's been I have not been seen in a while. I haven't done any. I haven't done fucking anything. Back. Hi, I'm back. Sorry. It's been a really long time. It was
Have you been busy or just lazy?
Well, you're such an asshole. So we were actually gonna come back and do this 3 weeks ago.
That's right.
But I'm so bummed. I caught COVID, and I got COVID. Emphasis on I got COVID. Pat and the baby remained
and Elmo
COVID-less.
and the dog.
Nobody else.
Only Paige.
Only me, because of course, you know. We
don't know how.
No idea.
Because I was going out to do almost all the groceries.
Yeah. Except I had to do a couple of groceries because I'm the only driver. Mm-hmm. And there was only, and we had doctor appointments for the baby, like just checkups and stuff. But I think I know where I got it. I walked past an outdoor cafe without a mask. That's the only thing.
That's gotta be it.
I can't think of anything else.
Also, that's where all the hipsters eat.
It's true.
I just realized that our doula is watching us.
Yes. I said.
I forgot.
Wait, why did that remind you?
Because I'm making fun of the people who eat at that restaurant. Because they're all hippy dippy.
We eat at that restaurant.
Yeah, but we do so like
we do takeout.
Like judgmentally.
At ourselves?
No.
What do you mean?
Because we'll be sitting there, and the person behind us will be telling like their husband how their chakras are aligned, and we're like. And I'm like, I just want my cranberry chicken sandwich, man. That's all.
That's okay. First of all, that's not even true. You absolutely love getting your chakras aligned.
I've never
by that huge guy that massages your back, and they're all like, I'm gonna align the shit out of this.
That's not my chakras.
And then they take the rocks, the hot rocks. Remember those hot rocks?
I do remember the hot rocks, Paige. I remember describing to these people that the rocks are actually too hot.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
The rocks were actually much too hot.
Vivi and I also, since when does a doula offer babysitting? A doula is there, or at least this kind of doula is there to help me with anything I need, and I just called her up and I was like, hey girl, can you
help? Bluntly, since we were like, hey, can you do us a solid and we'll pay you? And they were like, yeah. That you can get anybody to do anything if you offer a reasonable compromise.
She's also like one of the few people I trust to be around our baby maskless, so.
If you were like, if I was like, hey, filthy animal, do you want to dig a hole in my yard? If I'll give you $100, You might do it if you thought that was fair.
How hard did COVID hit me? COVID hit me so hard. Maybe you can tell the difference in my voice. I have long COVID. You know how I have the nose of a bloodhound? Gone.
I've been pissing in secret places.
Pat has been pissing.
She doesn't know.
You know,
she thinks it's the
I'm
cat.
trying to find it. No. I can smell certain things. I'm devastated. I am like, I have not been as forthright with even you, Pat, about how sad I am. Like, I'll just lay there at night and cry because I'm eating like some of my favorite things and it tastes like a third as good. Can I taste? Not really, sort of.
You know, it's Paige, I don't mean to diminish
and I also
that.
I have like a weird smoker's cough and I'm like hemming all the time. I'm so mad. And I'm also really sweaty all of the time now. And sorry, real quick, hold that thought. And also, it was so bad that I knew I had something like the second it hit, and the second it did, I was like, I'm going away. And I ran away to a spare room where we kind of had prepared for this because I knew this was this was an inevitability. So I ran away, and by the third day, I had to go to the hospital because I had a fever of 104.5.
She was quite ill.
Fahrenheit, and I was like this. I was slimy with sweat, and I was like hearing things. It was so fucked. I was so sick. And then as the ambulance people, they were like, oh, well, we'll get the stretcher for you. I was like, no, I can walk. And I'm like stumbling out because I wanted to make a show to Pat that I was going to walk out of this house because I am the captain of this ship. And I had to put on my brown pants, or what is it? My red pants. Or what is it? What is the metaphor?
I'm going to stop you here.
What is it?
I'm going to stop you here for a second. So when she tells me this coming back from the hospital, I'm like, Paige, you're stupid. You should have taken the stretcher. And she says, I'm the captain. I have to wear my red pants. And then I'm just staring at her like, what the fuck are you talking? It's a red shirt and brown pants.
Yeah, I had to wear that. In my head, right? I had to put on a good show because I knew that you were going to be like freaked out, right? And so the second that we got out of iView, I looked at him and I said, "You're going to want to help me into this ambulance because I'm fucked."
It's funny when you were in the hospital, I actually wasn't stressed at all.
Oh, good. Okay.
No. So what happened was when
you were trying to find the password to my life insurance, right?
When you came home and you were back.
Yeah.
And you were not dead, that's when I freaked out. Because that's how...
Why?
Okay, so maybe this
is... Oh, no, she's back.
Maybe this is a male
Damn.
thing, but maybe this is me. Maybe this is anxiety-based or whatever. When the bad thing is happening, and it would be really, really, like, not helpful to panic, you just take all those horrible feelings and you put them later. Right? You put them later so that, like, when you were gone, I took care of the baby, I fed the baby, I did all that shit, took care of the dog and the cat, blah, blah, blah.
Wait, an ambulance isn't free in Canada?
Right, hold on. Right? And then once you have returned and the situation is over and my panic can no longer damage the situation, you open the little box and barf out all the bad feelings.
Oh, see, I'm just a ball of nerves at all times.
Yeah. So it's very helpful unless the bad situation lasts for more than like 2 or 3 days, because then it becomes a big gigantic box of fuck.
Right.
And then you just like barf and pass out and have
understandable.
Right.
See, it was hard for me because I have a newborn. He's like, what, 5-6 weeks old at the time. This was a while ago. Like, I've been negative for weeks.
This is why I took my time off from the show. Because...
See, like you didn't even... Pat didn't even take time off for the birth, which with my blessing. But he had to take time off because I couldn't be around my own baby too much. And I'm slimy with sweat, and I'm holding this baby wearing like the hardest mask in the world, trying not to cough or breathe on my infant.
Yeah. So what would happen is
My
be
newborn.
I'd be like, Paige, baby hungry, and Paige would like wander downstairs, and I would hand her the
Slimy.
baby, and the baby would eat, and then she would hand me the baby back, and I'd be like, bye, honey.
Like, I didn't even get to enjoy, like, that part of his newbornness because I was so...
I'm gonna be blunt. He didn't do much.
No, but that's not the point, you know?
He didn't do a whole lot. He mainly
No.
just shit himself and went goo goo gaga.
I mean, they'll do that for a while. How is Gowron? Gowron,
He is well.
He's so great. So, okay, I didn't know this. So he's like barely out of newbornness and into infantness. And COVID doesn't pass through breast milk. Actually, I called public health and I was like, hey, I have COVID and a newborn. What do I fucking do? And I also asked when I went to the hospital, but I was like, I have a newborn. What do I do? And they were like, you should absolutely continue breastfeeding because one of the, I guess, not good things, but good things about me getting COVID, I have a ton of antibodies now that are going to go into him, which I guess is also true of the vaccine.
Yeah.
But apparently a little bit more.
Yeah, but like mom to baby antibodies are probably better than the COVID vaccine.
For him.
Yeah, for him.
Because I don't think he can get it until like 6 months.
No,
yeah. So this is the best we can do for him. So it actually was good for him.
So I need to stop you about something you said earlier before.
Oh yeah, go ahead. I'm so sorry. Go
Listen,
ahead.
I'm very aware that loss of sensation or loss of a sense or is traumatic and upsetting. However,
it's like I've lost a limb with
however,
how big this thing is.
you being disabled down to the point where I've lived my whole life and going, oh my God, I'm a freak. Oh, how can I live like this?
Well, like
is some shit.
Well, we used like Pat would be mad at me because we would go outside and I'd be like, "Wow, do you smell the honeysuckle and the freshly mowed grass?" And I'd look at him and he'd be like, "No."
So when we
but
came
now I can't smell anything. And so you went outside 2 days ago and you're like, "Wow, it smells like fall." And I wanted to cry. I was so fucking mad. But it's,
Funny
What?
story regarding Pat's comment from Separate Ways. My mom used to dab my pacifier with a little bit of Coca-Cola, which led to me being able to perfectly speak by the time I was 1 year old.
Wait, did you say that?
No, I'm reading it off. Did you not see the big purple?
You're saying that you said that, Chidez. I'm sorry. I had COVID, so it's fine.
It's affecting her memory.
It's not the damage.
No, but like I remember, so when we came out to BC has trees and nature a lot. It has a lot, and where we were staying, there was a lot of nature. And so like every day we stayed at that temporary location. You walked out and went, oh, you smell that? It's called petrichor.
Petrichor. I love petrichor.
It's the incredible smell of decaying moss. And do you smell that, Pat? And I'd go, no, stop asking me if I can smell that. I have told you no like 100 days in a row.
I forget because you're like, because your nose will detect things more depending on what it is. So that I guess that's me trying to figure out.
I can smell spaghetti from far away.
It's true. That's not he's not playing around. You can smell. Can you smell this fart? No, Mr. Canvas.
Not
I'm
this
afraid.
one.
Not this one. Pardon my ignorance. But since you have lupus, I thought COVID would have outright killed you. How are you still alive? No, I never thought that COVID would have killed me. I knew it would have affected me like rougher, and I knew I probably was going to get long COVID, which all of my worst fears happened. But
well, no, that's not true.
My biggest fear was actually Pat because you're a big boy.
That's not true.
It was my biggest fear was you being
that's
big.
not your biggest fear.
Big boy.
You may forget your biggest fear.
Wait, hold on, hold on. Wait.
No, it's
no wait. Do I need to like turn this off so that you can tell?
No,
well, because I don't know what my biggest fear is.
I
I'm scared.
remember.
Now this is my biggest fear.
I remember when you were reading about long COVID back in 2020, 2021.
Yeah.
Your biggest fear by far was not loss of taste or loss of sense of smell. It was the inversion of sense of taste and sense of smell. The very minor amounts of people who could not eat at all because everything started to taste like tar.
Yeah, that's
or
right.
poop.
You're super right. You're super right. Yeah, a lot of people when this started to go, I was drinking my protein shake and it tasted just like thick water, and I was so mad. But then I had I can't remember what I had. There was something I had that tasted bad that normally tastes good, and that freaked me out, but it was only for like that day.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a thing I remember in 2020 people would be like eating things, and it wasn't that it didn't have a taste, it tasted like
sewage.
Bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, that was a big fear.
The people who got that are having lots of health complications that is purely due to the fact that they can't eat.
Or they no longer wish to, I guess. I wouldn't want to. So yeah,
the important thing
yeah.
is that I'm okay.
Honestly, yeah. No, my biggest fear was that I was going to, like, one errant cough was going to infect you or the baby. Like, that, what a nightmare. The baby was like 5-6 weeks old.
I tested every single morning the entire time you were sick for like 14 days.
Yeah.
All negative.
I'm just so mad because I practiced sitting the month where I did not leave the threshold of the house for 30 days. And then I step out and I get fucking
Yeah, she
COVID.
sat the month and I went out to do every single possible errand or whatever. And then as soon as she went outside, one errant cough.
One stupid douchebag walked past me. Oh, well.
No, my fear wasn't me getting sick and dying. My fear was that I was going to take the week off to take care of you. And then on day 10 of you being sick, I would get sick.
Yeah,
and then I would have to take like 10 more days off during September. And then you people wouldn't have seen the excellent conclusion to Act 2 of Baldur's Gate 3. Well,
speaking of Baldur's Gate 3.
All right. Well,
because
good night, everybody.
See you later, Pat. No, okay, so because I've been so when, breastfeeding, what do you mean here we go? Why are 3 people saying here we go? Suck my dick. Anyway, back to Astarion. No, so okay. Fucking everybody shut up. Anyway, speaking of breastfeeding. So because I have this tiny baby, you get nap trapped. What?
Some Asian dude.
Shut up. Anyway, so like I'm breastfeeding. I can't get up. He gets mad, and also I have crappy upper body strength. I like can't do anything. Like when you have a baby, you can't accomplish fucking anything. So I'm like, well, might as well play Baldur's Gate 3. I am playing so much Baldur's Gate 3. And it's wonderful. It is the best game of all time. And it's not just because all of the characters are fuckable. It's because it's so fucking great.
It's because Gale should kill himself.
It's because Gale should kill himself. Last night I was texting Pat. I was like, Pat, you have to... LMAO, Gale wants to talk to me. I am bloodless as fuck. I am covered in Astarion's, like, slobber and lipstick. And Gale's like, I'm in love with you. And I'm like, it's so funny. So fucking funny. I can't believe it.
We laugh at Gale
every day. Every day.
Like, there has never been a character that has united our household in this manner. We genuinely belly laugh at Gale every single day.
Every single day. He is such a putz. And then like I'm making fun of him on Twitter, and people are like, why do you hate Gale? I don't hate Gale. I love Gale. But like as a friend. as that like that friend. It's so funny. Like I have talked to him thrice, and he's like, I'm in fucking the Shadowlands, and he arranged it so that it like you can see somehow the dialogue is like you can see the moon and the grass is green for no reason, and he's like, I made this for you because I'm in love with you. I'm like, bitch, we've talked thrice. Okay, I fed you shoes a handful of times.
I don't want to fuck you, Gale. And then he's like, well, back to suicide.
So I could not wait for Pat to get home last night. It was so funny. This game is so fucking unbelievably good. Even if you couldn't romance these characters, they're in my head rent free. I was a bard, and I kind of was like, I just wasn't jiving with it as well, and then I switched my Tav to being a sorcerer, and it's just like,
I should mention the reason
so
why she was not
good.
jiving with Bard is because her dual-wielding Bard and Astarian's rogue shared every
We were
single
sharing
gear type.
everything.
Which meant that she was giving all the good shit to Astarian and
course I
leaving
was.
herself the dregs.
Because he's my boyfriend, and I want him to have nice things. Because he, for 200 years, did not have nice things, and he deserves all the nice things, so I make sure that he always looks really pretty and has the best knives and has the best shit going on.
It's really funny because in my game, every time Astarian's like, we should do this, I'm like, no, we should not. We should not do that. We should, like, every
What?
time he wants to do something, I'm like, I don't think we're going to do it that way. I think we're going to do it a different way.
Well, okay. So the key is. I remember when I first talked to you about Astarion, and you were like, he's evil, and he likes to do evil things. He doesn't like to do evil things. He's like a sad, like beaten up cat.
You
know,
mean a
he's
theater kid. He's a theater kid.
No, he's all about like self-preservation and getting to the point. He doesn't like all this goody two-shoes shit. But I've noticed that when you do like goody two-shoes things, the disapproving only goes down a little.
Just a tiny smidgen.
Like, it's not that bad, right? It's really not that bad. It's
Yeah.
more like he rolls his eyes.
Hey, also, my character isn't evil. I beat the Dark Urge.
Who's in my party? Oh, I got the cunt crew. I'm rocking me, Tav. I'm fucking Astarion, of course, he's my boyfriend. Shadowheart and Lae'zel.
Fucking cast of
Fucking-
Faerun mean girls over here.
Yeah, we wear pink on Wednesdays. You can't sit with us. I don't want anybody else. Only the mean girls, and they're so mean to each other. It's
Meanwhile,
so funny.
fucking Gale and Will are back at camp trying to teach Halson how to paint his ass.
Remember? So there's this girl on TikTok who is a surgeon, and she not like
She is a surgeon.
She is a surgeon. No, but like she's like it's part of her like bio, and she's awesome. This bitch is crazy, and she is like. Her special interest is Baldur's Gate 3. So all of her TikToks are about Baldur's Gate 3. And the skit she does is so fucking funny where she like has this like funny headcanon of like a conversation at camp that you don't get to see, which
It's like, Astarion, why did you
Astarion, when
paint
we were
your
wait, hold
ab-
on. Hold on, why do you
Why'd you
always
point-
get to the joke?
You pointed to
and
me.
Then I
You pointed to me.
And then I felt you doing the most, and I had to stop you. Anyway,
Let's not forget the title of today's show.
my poor doula is watching this right now, maybe, and she's probably like, "What the fuck?"
She probably turned this off.
She probably turned it off. I feel so bad making her watch this. I did not make her. She wanted to. Okay. So the joke was The setup is like she's like, hey,
Yeah, I know, Rox,
she's
but-
Tav, and she's like, what?
I gotta shave my neck. Yeah.
You got to shave your neck real
yeah, I
bad.
know. I can do it right now if you want.
We'll both shave our necks. I'll shave yours. You shave mine. No.
No, let me.
Don't touch my
let me
hairy
see.
neck.
Let me see.
No.
There's nothing to shave.
There could be.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, so the Tav is like, Astarion, we were cuddling last night, and like some paint came off, and Astarion's like, don't make me say it. And Tav's like, no, I'll say it. Why did you paint abs on your stomach? And like it's like and then now you do it. Pat, where'd you go?
I have to shave my neck.
You are not shaving it right now.
Why not?
Don't shave it right. He's shaving it right now. Don't shave your neck right now,
Why
Pat.
not? I got it right here.
Oh, that's gross. No, don't do it on. No,
Why?
because I'm trying to tell a story, and I need your
I'll
help.
be back in 5 minutes.
No, this is yours. Pat.
What?
No. Can you hear that? Can you hear that shaving? If you're gonna do it and show everyone your neck. Just do it.
Bring it over on the hair everywhere.
Pat, they want to see. The people need to see you shave your neck. It's premium content.
There.
You did it already?
Yeah, man. Shaving's really easy when you don't clean up after yourself.
Ew. You're gonna make me take care of it, aren't you?
No, you've never taken care of it.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Oh, let me change that. I've never made you take care of it.
'Cause if I don't, nobody will. Anyway.
Listen.
No.
I like to leave my hair on the ground like God told me to.
Well, your neck is now primed for Astarion. Thank you. Thank you, Maria. So anyway, okay,
I'm going to cover it in piss in that case.
God damn it. So
it's hard to aim just to hit your chin and have it hit
anyway, back to Astarion, why did you paint your abs? And Astarion says
well, they were insecure because the girls in camp are all stronger than them.
So yeah, like Karlak is like doing like lifts of Astarion, and they realize all the men only have 8 strength.
Every single man in Baldur's Gate 3 has 8 strength.
And it's like, and so they were feeling inadequate, and Gale suggested that they all paint abs to enhance their bodies because they were feeling insecure. And I don't know why, but Pat and I have latched onto that, and it's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. Anyway. And yeah, and Halsin too. I don't like Halsin. I don't get what everyone's bananas about him for. I mean, he's a good character, and like the voice actor does a great job. But as far as like, it doesn't, you know,
he's not for us.
Who's he for?
Them.
It is interesting that you can
for Riley O'Malley. for Riley.
For Riley. Is he desperate? I haven't
it's
really?
wild.
Wait, who's more desperate, Halsin or Gale?
Halsin.
Get the fuck out.
Oh yeah, joining the party, he's like, I have an erection right now.
He says that?
More or less.
He doesn't, does he say that he has like a pee-pee thing going on?
It's real close. Like, the dialogue when he joins is like, oh, we finally done everything we can, and we'll talk about other things that I want later.
No.
Yes.
He does not.
Absolutely. That's almost exactly what happened.
He literally has that dog in him.
Yeah.
No. You know who I wish was in your party is Alfira.
Well, she's not going to be in my fucking party.
Yeah, I guess not. He literally says, I can't stop thinking about you every night. God, I can't stop thinking, please. Oh, yeah, and he doesn't care if you're already in a romance with other people, as long as you get their permission. That's very interesting.
Yeah, because nature or whatever the fuck.
Exploring the freedoms of nature's gifts. As Astarion makes fun of him. Anyway. Yeah. I love Baldur's Gate so much. It's so fun. It's so fun. I'm having fun playing in my inventory, which I usually hate.
No, you're lying. I've seen your inventory.
No, I said playing in it, not organizing it. I have not organized shit.
The way Paige plays Baldur's Gate 3, if she was doing it on stream, many of you would literally die from brain aneurysms. So here's how Paige plays. She walks up to a chest, loots it, immediately hits full encumbrance, goes, oh no, I'm fully encumbered, sends like 2 bows and a ring back to the camp until she's low encumbrance again, and then walks up to the next chest and picks up something and goes, oh no, I'm encumbrance. And I've watched you do this for like 5 boxes in a row.
What?
She got the cumbies. Yeah.
I got the cumbies. Sorry, guys. Yeah, okay, see, other people do this because they're smart and better than you. So there. I mean, you said you wanted to go in my inventory and
yeah, but you know what I saw in there?
You have my blessing. You have my blessing. You can organize it to your heart's content.
The problem is, Paige, you keep like hundreds of scrolls and potions in there that I don't know if you're actually using.
Sometimes if I'm feeling it. But yeah, right now I'm a wild magic sorcerer and it's fucking awesome. I love it so much. I'm having a ball. It's great. And I'm traveling with the meanest bitches in Faerun, and it's the coolest shit in the world. They're so mean to each other. I love it. Who's your main cast, main party?
Right now it's me and Gale. It's Shart, and it's Lae'zel. But then Gale. Wait, who? Shart got replaced by Jaheira, and Gale will get replaced by Minsk.
Huh. Okay.
And as soon as I start Act 3, I'm gonna beeline to Minsk instantly. Immediately.
Yeah. I picked up a book in the Shadowlands that has like all the patrons of this bar.
Yeah.
And one of them is like Boo and Friend.
That's stupid as fuck.
Yeah, isn't that cute?
Oh, that's stupid as... Oh, man, that's dumb as hell.
Isn't that so cute? Also, there's a line that Astarion says if you have Minsk in your party and Boo does something.
Yeah.
He says, "Go for the neck, Boo!"
Yeah, I've been seeing little
so
clips
cute.
that imply that Minsk does not like Astarion, but Boo and Astarion are friends.
They're tight. It's like so cute. I love it. It's so funny. Oh, it's such a great game. I love Astarion like he's a real person. I have a crush on him like he's a person, and it weirds me out.
You know who
it's
you should
weird.
tell that to?
Who?
Neil Newbon. You should go up to him
I'm
and find
good.
him in his house.
That's so
and
weird.
tell him that.
I feel so. God bless Neil Newbon. Like, I feel so bad for him. Like, bless his heart. Oh my God. And he's beautiful. He's a beautiful man. Bless him. Like, I remember as soon as all this happened, I was like, I am so worried for him at cons. Like,
oh yeah, he's gonna cause a resurgence of glomping.
oh God, I hope he's safe. That man is safe, because wow, he's so cool. His stream is really fun. It's really fun. I do recommend checking it out. It's really fun. Why did you say that? Now it sounds like... I hate when you do this, because you say something really creepy and vague, and then it sounds like... Because people are like, what happened?
Fuck
and I'm
was
like, what do you
vague
mean
about
happened?
That?
I don't know. You're implying things, and it's like Neil Newbon is beautiful, and I thank him for his work, but I love Astarion. Astarion's my type. Sort of. Like, emotionally. No, emotionally unavailable and murderous, you know.
But
like
I'm not
you.
murderous, and I'm very emotionally available.
Okay, first of all, that's not true. And secondly...
Regular Gore says, so Paige is into gay men. Well...
I mean, it wouldn't be my first rodeo, nor would it be my second. Right? Huh?
I'm straight, by the way. She's not talking
Oh,
about
yeah,
me.
sorry. No, that sounds like I was implying...
We made a baby.
No, we made a baby, no. But that would not be my first rodeo. Pat, what does your shirt say?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, Pat's a sloppy bisexual.
Ugh. That's...
I've known too many Astarians to be attracted to him. Exactly, but this is the one you can fix.
Or not.
Or you make him worse. It's up to you. That's the beauty of it. He's actually one you can fix. Like, it's the you can fix them simulator. It's great.
See, I don't get it.
What?
I never in my life understood the desire to fix anyone.
Well, no, because no, I'm gonna be nice.
Well, no, that's their cross to bear.
Whose cross?
Whoever needs to be fixed. It's not your job to fix somebody else, or my job to fix somebody.
It's not about a job. It's a hobby, obviously.
That seems really unrewarding.
It is, Pat. It is. Do we tell him? Because Paige is perfect? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously.
That's totally what I meant.
Don't you want some of this? Perfection? Obviously.
It's like when you're like calling out to your wife and she's like ignoring you because she's happening to be looking at words. You just stop. You walk up to her and you grab her by the shoulder and be like, "Hey, honey, the war's over. Hello. Do you want something to drink?"
I'm sorry, Pat, but when I'm reading, I can't hear, and you know this. I'm amazed.
How do you? I have a question.
Very nice. Huh.
How do you not crash the car every time you read a road sign if the world just falls away the instant you see words?
It's not like that. It's not like I see the word yield and I'm like, whoa. I'm like transported to another realm. It's not like that. It's like if I'm reading, like I'm reading right now, but okay, I can't talk. Wait, hold on. How do I explain this? If I just read silently, I can comprehend the words very well.
Right.
If I speak the words aloud, like I speak the words like right, and I'm talking and reading at the same time, it's a little less, but it's still okay, right? But if I'm silent and reading and then someone's talking, it's gone. It's like it's not even happening. Yield signs are my favorite book.
Hey, Itzy man, that's a great question.
Huh.
Oh, you moved it.
I am so sorry. I'm sorry, babe.
Paige, can you rub your stomach and pat your head at the same time?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's easy. But I was trained in the art of clown and puppetry, so
yeah,
and also piano. So I can move my hands doing two completely different things. I also used to be kind of gay, so I have to You know what I'm saying?
I don't get it. Like tapping your head and like rubbing your belly is so easy that I don't understand it as like a criteria. I've never met anyone who couldn't do it.
I've met people who can't do it.
You mean like children?
No, like adults. It's just they just can't do it. They don't have the coordinative ability. I guess. I don't know. I'm not good at a lot of shit.
That's not true. You're great at all sorts of things.
I'm perfect. You're right. Thank you.
Like I remember my mom can't wink her eyes independently.
Your mother.
Like she can't wink. So she'll do this. She'll be like, "Did I do it?" I'm like, "No, Mom, you closed both your eyes. What the hell?"
Hey, I would love to read this real quick, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Peace Frog 7 resubbed for 2 months. Thank you so much. Hey, Pat and Paige. Hope all is well. My wife and I are thinking about having a baby too, but I'm really nervous and anxious about it. But I also really want kids. Is there anything we should do before we start?
Throw your condoms away.
Throw all of them away. No. Yes. Okay. First of all, I just want to say having a baby was such an awesome decision. He fucking rules.
It's cool.
He's awesome. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Earlier. He's now at the age, he's just out of newbornness and he's into like being a regular baby. I was told by my doula, if you make a noise at him, sometimes he'll respond back mimicking the noise. And I was like, it's too early for that, right? So I went, woo, woo. And he's like smiling and he loves it. And then he went, ooh. And I was like, what the and like it blew my mind. And I was like, Pat, get the fuck in here. And he came in and he did it. He did it for Pat too.
Yeah, he went, ooh.
It was crazy. So my baby's a genius.
No, Paige.
No, I know. That's what everybody says. But but it's so cool. I thought it was so cool. It's amazing. And he looks just like Pat. He has red hair. And it's so sweet, and he has big, except his eyes are really big, and they're blue like Pat's.
Yeah, see, it's when you don't
cool.
When you don't have kids, and people are like, you should have kids. It's really tough to explain Everybody does a bad job because they're like, it's so fulfilling. It's like, no, it's when baby does cute thing, your brain gets full of the good chemicals.
It's like wow, it's so cool.
That's it. You want a lot of good chemicals.
So here's what I'll say. Pat and I, and I'm not exaggerating. Every doctor, every doula, every person this baby has run into is like, this baby is so relaxed.
This is the best baby I've ever seen.
Stop. No, not you exaggerate. I'm actually telling like what they actually say, which is like, wow, he is so relaxed. He is so chill.
That's what I heard.
They don't say he's the best baby ever, even though he is. But he's so relaxed. The doctor 2 days ago was like poking his like body and like shining lights in his eyes, and he's just sitting there like, whoa, what's this? He's fucking radical, right? But he's a trick baby. They call him trick babies. And the reason they're trick babies...
Because you hit L1 and they turn into a slightly different looking baby.
No, it's because you're like, oh, well, I'll just have another. And then the second one is feral and chews on the bars of their enclosure.
Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying is if you know kids aren't for you and you're positive, good for you, genuinely. I think that's awesome, being sure of yourself like that. But if you are not sure and you're on the fence, I am personally so happy. I think it's so cool. Mm-hmm. Pat and I are having a ball.
So Slim Shazbot says, all the things people say about your baby is something they say about every baby, especially the things they say they don't say about every baby. Okay,
huh?
I know exactly.
Sorry, that was confusing.
So when we had the baby, and we're like, oh my God, he's so adorable, to the nurse at the hospital, right? And then she was like, oh my God, he really is really cute, right? And then you go, you tell the nurse, you're like, oh, you say that about everybody. And then she like completely deadpans it and was like, no, we don't.
And it was like, ugh.
And it's like, oh man.
Yeah. No, he's... No, because he was so cute, nurses would come in that weren't, like, assigned to us to see him. Like, he's really cute. And like, I'm not kidding. He barely cries, ever. Like, he fusses, and he'll be like, ugh.
Yeah, Paige gets anxious because he don't cry, which is backwards.
Like, I'm anxious because he doesn't cry. He doesn't cry at night, does he?
No.
He does this weird, like, howl, like a ghoul is battling him.
But it's not upset. He's just loud.
It's just he's in active sleep. So, but he is not crying. And the midwife...
He yells. He doesn't cry. He yells.
He yells. And the midwife is like, yeah, just let him do that. And I'm like, okay. She's like, if he cries, pick him up. If he's just howling and fighting demons in his sleep, he's sleeping. And that's true. He's in active sleep. And it's crazy. It's the loudest he ever is, because during the day he'll just sit there and play with his hands and
trying to eat his arm,
trying to suck on his arm. He's great.
Like you do.
But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, what should you do before you start? What you should do is take a few months where your wife and you take a bunch of vitamins, like general stuff, like for men vitamins and for women stuff, and also have her check. Sorry, this is so like, but sorry. Have her check when she's ovulating. Make sure she knows when.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, yeah, but there's like, because sometimes it like moves. So find out if she's like clockwork or if it moves around, etc. Get one of those like things that she pees on, and it'll tell you when like the special day is, and then like 2 days before and 2 days like after, just fuck like all the time. Like don't even. Just drink a lot of water.
Make sure it's not in the pool.
Don't fuck in the pool, because as you know,
you can't get pregnant
in a pool. You just fuck. It'll be great. It'll be fun. And it's spooky. It's spooky when you're fucking to make a baby as opposed to regular.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's scary.
It's really weird.
It's really scary.
Your decades of don't have a baby
whatever you do
are still kicking in.
And you're just looking at each other like, fucking on purpose, for a purpose. Very spooky. But it's cool. And yeah, just make sure that you are especially
oh my God.
Your wife, but also you are in tip-top shape. That's why Pat, I had him lose a bunch of weight. We were eating nothing but Whole Foods. I was shoving his ass full of vitamins. Because whatever was going to come out of you you needed to be at the healthiest point of your fucking life.
This reminds me of my favorite reaction of anyone to you.
No, Erie, no, that's a joke. You can absolutely get pregnant in a pool. Don't believe us. That was a joke.
This reminds me.
Please
stop pulling that.
I'm sorry.
Of my favorite reaction to us telling them that you're pregnant was you told your friend, hey, so I'm pregnant, and then they went, and how do we feel about this?
No. Yeah. So like one of my best friends in the world, not a big baby person, and I respect that, right? But like they knew like, hey, I'm gonna be trying soon. They're like, cool, good luck. And I was like, thanks. And then she was the only person I told. I was like 5 weeks along.
Very early.
So it was very early. It was like very early into Disco Elysium. I called her and we were talking and I was like, hey, I'm pregnant. And there was just a pause. And I was like, she goes, oh, and how do we feel about that? And I was like, what do you mean, how do I feel about that?
Like you knew you were going to be trying for baby.
And you knew, and I went, I'm pregnant. It wasn't like I am pregnant. It was like, oh my God, I'm pregnant. I was like, oh. I was like, I'm thrilled, bitch. And she's like, oh, good. And then what's happening?
No, move this way.
What?
Move
What's
this way. I'm trying to figure. Oh yeah, your chair is reflective.
Ooh.
There's a shooting star coming off your chair's butt.
Coming off my ass. The more you know. But yeah. It really like na 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 na. Anyway. Oh, thank you, Pistol. I'm happy to be back too. But like, yeah, no, my friend just is, she's not like super into like babies, and I completely respect that. So like, as I have been pregnant, I have barely mentioned being pregnant or the baby. So like, just because like that's not her thing, and I respect that. Like, it's just one aspect of my life that she's not really that interested in.
It's not like it's important.
Well, no, it just I understand. I understand that that's just not her bag. There are things about me and things I do and am that aren't just mother. I got other things going on.
That time is over, Mama. It's time for you to completely subsume your identity into motherhood, so that 25 years from now, you'll find yourself with absolutely nothing to do once they leave the home and go off to college, and you look back and you go, I don't know what I am anymore now that I'm not mommy. And then I go, I'm playing golf by...
You're so mean. You're so catty.
Am I?
Just like a Starian.
Ooh,
yeah, nice. Yeah. But yeah, like, that was so pointed. I'm reeling from it.
Took you a second, though.
It did. What was I gonna say?
Who cares?
Are you like flirting with me right now?
You have such brain problems.
Oh my God.
Yo, girl, you got a tadpole in there? Because there's parts of your brain missing.
All I'm saying is that if Pat wants to paint his abs and come at me from behind a tree...
I don't need to paint my abs. I just have the one very well-developed ab.
Like...
It's really big. It's bigger than other people's abs.
Like, okay, so... Yeah, you gotta be a Starian for Halloween.
I'm not doing that.
We bought the baby's costume for Halloween.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome.
Watch it be, like, way too big.
It's gonna be way too big. It'll be fine.
That's funny, though.
Yeah, that'll be fine. But what if, like, my favorite thing about Astarion is that in the first, like, sex scene, he comes at you, like, it's so funny. Like, he's Edward goddamn Cullen. It's not funny in the same way, though, like it is with Gale. Oh my God. Okay, listen to me. Have you seen the sex scene with Gale?
No, they haven't.
Okay, it's so fucking funny. Everything to do... Sorry, my voice is awful. More than usual. Everything to do with Gale is so funny. But Gale,
I have to pee. Excuse me.
well, close the door and run some water. I don't want to hear it. Nasty. All right, so it is so fucking funny. Okay, I'm not even talking about with the Drow twins. I'm talking like the romantic sex scene between. Oh my God. Okay, so I don't think you can hear it, but Pat's like, oh, I have to pee. He's in there. I think he's shaving again. Or using a vibrator. I don't know. Listen, I'm not here to judge. But so Gale, you fuck Gale. So, okay, spoiler for his romance scene. It's the wildest shit you've ever seen. Because, like, Astarion's, like, saying the craziest lines. Like, it's filthy. Like, it's not like, I'm going to put my penis in your vagina, like, level. It's, like, romance novel filthy. And that's one of the reasons why the bitches love it. Gale does something completely different. Does he yell out Mister in the middle of it? I know, right? No. Gale does like... I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted because all I can hear is buzzing and it's making me like confused. Does Gale use Mage Hand during it? Sort of. So, okay, sorry for spoilers, but Gale has magical sex with you in the weave. And as he does so, you, like, are doing these... You're, like, hot pink and see-through, and, like, you're, like... And then there's, like... So you're astrally having sex in the weave, and it's all magical and shit. And you're, like, pink but see-through. And so is he, and you're both naked, and he, like, grabs your ass. It's, like, way more, like, visually graphic than Astarion's first sex scene. Grabs your ass, and you're, like, putting your pelvises together, and your pelvises glow. So it's like, whoa, there's some penetration happening, I presume. And then 2 more Gales pop out the side of Gale, and they're smiling at you in a really creepy way, like in the way that some guy will look at you at a bar and tell you that he and his girlfriend like your vibe, right? And then they start like melting into you, and you're melting into them/him. Yeah, like Dr. Manhattan. He has assists, and so. Like, it is crazy. And he's just smiling at you in, like, the creepiest way. And it sucks because I love Gale's voice actor. I love his actor. Incredible. Tim, I can't remember his last name at the moment. But, like, it's like 3 Gales on 3 Gales, 1 Tav. It's so funny. I want so badly to show it to you, but Pat says it would probably be against TOS. Even though there's no humping, it doesn't look like sex. It looks like a weird trip. You know what I mean? It's so fucking funny. And it's so funny.
You talking about Gale creating Shadow Gale so he can eat your ass like a centrifuge?
Yeah. Yeah, like I was telling him how 2 Gales come from behind him and they all...
They start to spin.
And they're spinning. And so like your crotches are touching and glowing. So you can't really see what's happening. But there's no humping. It's just like they're glowing. And you're spinning into each other, kind of like the... What is it? The Leonardo Man thing? You know how
Vesuvius Man.
The Vesuvius Man? It's like that, but it's like all mixing together and shit. It's a helicopter threesome. It's so funny. I laughed and I kept for days.
Vitruvian man.
Vitruvian, thank you.
Vesuvius some biblical shit, right?
Oh yeah, I think so. I said to Pat,
She said to me.
You have to. Oh, it's a mountain. That's right.
Volcano.
Oh. But like so.
Oh, it's the Pompeii volcano.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's the same thing. That's in Italy.
So, but like, I begged Pat for like 5 days in a row. I was like, you have to watch the Gale sex scene. So Croco does say it is the prettiest romance scene in the game, despite how cheesy it is. As far as color-wise, I do agree. But because Astarion is so pretty, anything to do with him is the prettiest scene.
Move your leg.
Did your game bug out and get pegged by a hot demon lady? No. Do you mean... I think I know who you mean. No. And I don't think that's a bug. I think it's because... I think it's because... well, that's what's making it worse, though.
Well,
I don't...
Untangle yourself.
I don't know why I'm... I can't do it.
Well, you're going to have to.
Well, you move and I'll get up, and then you do it. No, more, I need to get up. Oh, here, you do it. You go.
How did you do that?
I don't know, babe.
Why did you do that?
It's a mystery. It's because I'm a wild magic sorcerer, Pat. And that's the tides of chaos.
Why did you do this?
Wow, I guess I should have played the sorcerer from the beginning, huh?
Yeah.
Wait, why did you put it's too small for my big ass. All right. So the bigger the character when they have sex with you, they're the top. So what's funny is if you are in the sex scene with Astarion and you're bigger than he is, instead of him having you straddle him, he like hops on top of you and he straddles you, and then you make out with him against a tree, and it's so funny. Anyway, is this my first stream since the baby came? No, there was another one where we did nothing but talk. Speaking of which, we're doing that again, which we vowed not to do. We are going to do some gameplay. Do you want to? What's going on?
Yes.
What's going on? You're doing like a lot of thinking. And that's frightening.
So I actually finished shaving.
Yeah.
Because once you said, have you guys seen Gail's sex scene? I knew I had like 10 minutes. So I got up and I finished cleaning myself up, and I came back and you were still talking about Gail eating your ass like a centrifuge.
He doesn't eat your ass. I think Minthara eats your ass. I think she has, if I'm not mistaken, the craziest sex scene.
Yeah, probably.
Or like the most graphic one. I don't know for sure.
But we do have to read these.
We do. Let us begin.
All right, I want to thank Dawes for subscribing. Thank you, Dawes. I appreciate it.
I'm so sorry. I just realized something. Thank you, Dawes. I just realized I'd never finished my what we were saying to Peace Frog.
Throw out all your pots and pans.
Okay, real quick. Peace Frog. Okay, so before you get pregnant, have you?
No, before your wife gets pregnant.
Sorry, yeah. Well, before y'all have a baby, or
if you're trying to get pregnant, you're skipping some steps.
Before conception, make sure a lot of vitamins. Make sure. How do I?
Wow, that person's out of touch.
What?
Cyberspace cat.
People want to fuck Minthara? What do you mean? She's hot as hell. If I ever do like a super evil run, she's. If I manage to stay away from Astarion, which won't happen, I would romance her. She's hot. Hot drow lady. She's evil.
She's morally gray.
She's morally gray. But yeah. What else? And eat a lot of whole foods.
And throw out all your pots and pans.
Throw out all your pots and pans. And use only stainless steel.
Paige wouldn't let me use Teflon pans.
And don't drink any, have your wife not have any caffeine for 1 year.
I really need to explain. We had like 4 doctors and 10 nurses tell Paige, you can have like 2 full cups of coffee a day, no problem, while pregnant. And she was like, no caffeine for baby. And
Absolutely
just
not.
was miserable the whole time.
I was miserable. And even now that I'm breastfeeding, I'm only really allowed 2 cups, which is fine. I usually have like 1. Yeah, don't use Teflon pans. I got pregnant first try, so maybe I'm onto something. Maybe I'm crazy. We both know it's probably both. But yeah, honestly, just take vitamins. Be in the best shape of your life, both she and her. Also, don't if she is on the smaller side, don't. How do I phrase this? If she's a little like quote unquote underweight, have her gain a little extra weight. Because my doctor, because I was about 5-10 pounds more than I wanted to be when I got pregnant, and I was super bummed about it. And my doctor said that actually may have helped me conceive a little faster if you are slightly have a little bit of cush to you. Mm-hmm. I have no idea if that's true. I have no idea. I have no clue. But that's what I was told. The end. So yeah, take a lot of vitamins. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
What?
We were reading.
I was rolling through the 100 things to not say while you were explaining that.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it. What?
No.
Well, no. Whisper it in my little ear.
No.
Right here.
No.
Why?
No.
What is it? What is it?
No.
About what? Well, now I want to know.
About getting pregnant. And about how you might want to have more cushion to get pregnant with.
Yeah?
There are many things and groups of people that I could make fun of very easily along those lines.
Like what? Wait, you're making fun of people for being fat?
Yes, Paige. Yes, I was going to.
What?
Yeah. It's my privilege. I have fat privilege.
Get me out of here. You're crazy.
The pot calling the kettle fat. Ah, that's great. That's great.
You're an ass.
Am I?
Well, fat people get pregnant.
Boy, do they.
Pat.
Yeah.
That's not nice. Stop laughing. Stop laughing. Stop laughing. Stop
No.
laughing. Okay.
No.
All right.
I'm pregnant right now. Don't you censor me.
Okay, so Ligma says, have you seen TLC's I Was Pregnant and Didn't Know and it's all just fat bitches? No, it isn't. There have been a few where like it's a really thin girl.
Yeah, some of them were just stupid.
No, it's the way that the baby sits in your body. No, there are people who like they'll gain like 3 pounds and think nothing of it, and the next thing they know, they shat out a kid, and they're like 115 pounds
You know
soaking
what?
wet.
I'm gonna cast some serious judgment.
Oh, surprise!
You ready for some judgment?
Yes, you know that I am a Starian.
You know what is a wild experience that a lot of people in the medical profession run into?
What?
Hey, you're coming in for undiagnosed health issues, right?
Booger just like shot out of my nose.
Is there any potential that you could be pregnant? No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Well, are you in a relationship with a man? Yes. Do you guys have sex? Yes. Do you use any form of birth control? No. So how is it that you can't be pregnant?
I had oh my God, dude. I had a friend, a really good friend of mine, be like, Paige, I'm scared I'm pregnant. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? You know, what's happening? And she's like, well, you know, I'm late. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Well, you know, don't worry about it. It's not that late and you've been stressed. Everything's fine. And I'm like, well, what contraception are you on? Are you on like, do you use condoms? No. Oh, are you on the pill? No. Oh, are you using like an IUD or an insert? No.
Does he pull out?
No. I'm like, so your birth control is hope? And she's like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean? And here's the thing, that is not the first exact conversation I've had like that. Like I had one like that 12 years ago with another girl, and almost the identical conversation.
So
what do you mean? Why so many women just assume they're infertile, and it's like, what are you doing?
So I think the weirdest part about that is that, okay, when you're in the moment and it's very exciting, maybe you're not going to be the most responsible you could be, right?
Sure, yeah, in the moment.
But later, like days later, when you're just hanging out, opening your mail, and you're still going, yeah, I don't need any birth control. That's the what.
Well, that's why, like, I always recommend to people, I'm like, look, if you're an irresponsible bitch, or like, and when I say bitch, I'm talking about, when I say bitches, I'm bitches, right? Like, you know,
That's
also
what they
bitches.
call you.
If you're a little forgetful, or you know, just you don't want to have to think about something every day, just get a fucking IUD, please, or something, just anything, fucking anything.
Play League of Legends.
At least make him try to pretend to pull out. If he's just nutting all of the time in your, I almost said in your pabussy. I almost said pabussy. No, if he's just nutting all the time in you.
Show's over. Good night.
No, Pat. Anyway, if you're just you're just nutting all day long in there, and then you're like, yeah, it's fine. Ooh.
So I have a different piece of advice, particularly, it's all the young people in the chat, right?
Wait, hold on real quick. I Google IUD and see a list of nasty side effects and failure stories. What's the good one that really works? First of all, you have to talk to your doctor. A lot of the really bad stuff is extraordinarily rare, much in the same way as like blood clots with pills. It's like super rare, but they have to tell you. I had the copper IUD. It was amazing. It's non-hormonal. It just sits in my uterus. Well, it did sit in my uterus, and like that was that.
You just nut and nut and nut,
All
and
right,
nothing happens.
Oh my god. That's okay. That's weird. But what the doctor actually did say 2 days ago, I was like, I told her, and I was like, yeah. And like the minute it was out, I got pregnant. She's like, well, because you didn't have like a weird waiting period because you weren't on hormonal stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's great. So the minute you want to get pregnant, you take it out.
So before we continue thanking the people, I do have a genuine piece of advice. It's gonna be a little crass, but no, I really actually mean no, seriously.
Okay.
So when you're young, you think you're invincible, right? Mm-hmm. And so there may be a time in which your girlfriend, or you, if you're the one taking it, has run out of their hormonal birth control.
Did you dab after the climax? We high-fived.
We did, yeah.
That's how the baby's made.
But you're like, oh no, I ran out of birth control. I need to go get some more tomorrow, right, or the next day. And so it's 2 days off. And you figure, you know what? It's going to be fine to take a little risk as long as you pull out. The problem is, when you're going to nut and your brain goes, I should really pull out, the bigger dick-shaped part of your brain says, nah, man. Nah, it's cool. So just don't put yourself in that situation.
I think that's just you.
Nah, I don't think it is.
I think that's just you.
Nah, I don't think that's just me.
Yeah, here's the thing. I do not trust. I would never trust a man to pull out. Never in my life.
You know what? I would also never trust a man to pull out. As somebody who's tried to pull out and failed.
Whoa, you did?
Yeah.
With who? Well,
not with you. No.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. That was the pathetic high five. There we go. No.
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 I really there were some times I really should have pulled out, like with people I really didn't want to have a kid with, but I want to nut really bad. So
wait, are you serious?
What are you gonna do?
You just nut? Wait, you nut? Did you nut in the crazy one?
Yeah, it's okay though. We got the plan B, and then she was horribly ill on the day that we went to the amusement park.
Goodbye. Okay.
All right.
shitty.
Yeah, well, I was 19.
So
A long time ago.
Oh my god. Is it? Yeah, is this the knife one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You nutted in the knife, girl? You're crazy.
So you know what? You
are crazy.
You know what my absolute favorite part about that story is?
Yeah.
Is that you would think that from that story that I was the responsible one in the relationship.
Ugh.
Until at the very end of our relationship, I noticed that it was taking her longer than a month to take all of her pills. And I'm like, hey, how come you didn't take yesterday's pills? She's like, oh, I forget sometimes. So I just take them when I remember. And I'm like, how often do you do that? She's like, oh, I don't know, only 5-6 days a month. And I'm like, oh, so you've been screwed. You've been taking your birth control wrong the whole time. The whole time.
I remember when we first, because Pat and I were, besties for, a super long time, and then we were like, hey, let's give dating a try. And I remember us, about to be intimate, and you being like, so, and I was like, oh, I have an IUD, it's fine. And you looked so relieved. Because, once I explained to you that it's yeah, it's fine, you looked so relieved. Because, that bitch was crazy. How were you not terrified?
I was.
Oh my god.
But I was also under the age of 20.
My god. How old were... No, never mind. No, don't answer that. I'm trying to... Okay, now I remember. That's crazy. That bitch is You're crazy for fucking that crazy.
Yeah, we're gonna start pointing fingers at who is
Okay.
crazy for what.
Wait, are you implying I'm crazy or
No, I'm implying we've all made some mistakes in our life.
Yeah, okay,
and I don't think we should be pointing fingers here.
we've made a couple of mistakes in our lives.
Our dating history before each other is like dog shit
bit-
all the way down.
No. I mean, there were a couple that were
The gay ones?
you don't have to call me out like this.
You said it earlier in the Today's Show.
Yeah, but I could have denied it. Yeah, I've turned a couple of people into not gay.
Well, at least
because
not Gold
I have
Star.
those powers. Because I'm like a genie in a bottle, baby. Just gotta rub me the... No,
Get out of here,
that sounds
Christina.
bad. Yeah, no, that sounds bad. But yeah. Anyway. Did I steal people's gay? Maybe a little. She exiled them from Lesbos. Good times.
So today, by the way, with this camera setup, people can't see what we're seeing.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was good.
So we will have to read this out loud. Stabbeth a death whisper draws.
Said, my partner and I started dating after they broke up with a cult leader, and I left my second cannibal ex. You have, forgive me, you have dated more than one cannibal? Do tell.
So you have a type. so you have a type.
I mean...
Oh, also, I actually have another piece of advice for dumb decisions, for young men specifically.
Uh-huh.
If you're using a condom because she's crazy, take the condom with you.
Yeah.
Or destroy it or flush it. Make sure it's flushed.
Don't flush it. That goes in the sewer system. That's weird. Throw, like...
I would rather damage my city's municipal sewer system than deal with condom thievery.
Okay, that's fair. But, just eat it. No, I'm kidding. Straight up, dispose of it some other way. Don't, don't leave it in, don't tie it up and leave it in the trash.
Drake used to hot sauce it.
That's not going to make you pregnant.
Oh, it absolutely will.
It's just going to make it burn.
No, it will absolutely.
Oh, really?
Paige, Capsaicin.
I don't know.
Everything.
You're telling me pepper kills sperm?
A lot. No, Paige. A lot of stuff kills sperm. Sperm is extremely
That's true.
sensitive.
That's true. If the pH balance is off in your vagina, it can kill sperm. That's true. That is true.
Yeah. He actually caught. Apparently, he caught women getting the.
Oh, I bet.
Getting the
You're
the hot
fucking
sauce
Drake.
coochie.
Yeah, I bet it. I bet. Ugh. Shoot your load into a Frank's Red Hot. Exactly.
Something wrong with my brain.
Why? What?
Because my brain went Frank's Red Hot. I mean, ugh.
Yeah, you want Cholula.
You want Cholula or like...
I remember when I introduced Pat to Cholula, and he's like, oh, that's pretty good. And then you were putting it on everything because it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never forget when I first tried Cholula.
Mm-hmm.
So good. Anyway, hey, we should. Yeah, go ahead.
Just don't nut.
Just don't ever nut, and then it's fine.
Like, my dad was from the generation in which, like, he had to get married, like, super early. And so he had a kid at 20.
Wait, why did he get married? So that they could fuck? Or, like, because...
No. Well, maybe. I don't know. She might have been really Catholic at the time. I don't know a whole lot about this because it predates me by 12 years.
Right.
But, yeah, or you can microwave your balls. Don't do that.
I would not recommend microwaving your balls.
All right.
Can I just say, I am so scared for when they're like, here's this pill that men take so that their nut is non-fertile. And I'm like, I would not trust.
Paige. Okay, so is this frustrating thing.
The pill for the nut, Pat.
So there's a lot of conversations that I have with my wife that don't take unless I have them with her in front of this camera.
I'm the wife.
Because I make the same point over and over, but she doesn't actually listen to me, so it doesn't get through.
I listen.
Paige, the point of male birth control is not to replace female birth control. The point of male birth control is to double up on birth control so that both partners can feel comfortable in control of their own body.
It's supposed to be supplementary, not... What the fuck? That's such bullshit, because the burden is always on our asses.
No.
Or our vaginas.
No, Paige, this would put the burden on both equally, so that if one of them is a screw-up or a psycho... No.
Of course. Oh, well, now we'll both do it, honey. Why not you and your asses?
You just said you wouldn't trust a man to do it.
That's right.
You're arguing with yourself.
That's right, I am, Pat. Because I'm an intelligent
You're
woman.
literally sitting here arguing with yourself.
I'm having an intellectual debate with the only intelligent person here. What can I say?
No, Paige, the point is that when I was a young man and I didn't want to pull out, I would have really appreciated, especially finding out that my girlfriend at the time didn't know how to take her own fucking birth control.
Yeah.
I would have really appreciated having the opportunity for me to take my own birth control responsibly. It's
See, but that's not how it's marketed. It's marketed as, hey, there's male birth control. Men can totally nut whenever or whatever, and it's fine. Or that's the dream.
Yes, because
I've never heard it's supposed to be supplementary ever.
So one, it doesn't exist yet. And two, yes, you're talking about marketing. When you go to your doctor and you say, hey, doctor, I would like to go onto the male birth control. He goes, okay, by the way, this is 95% effective. You should still combine this with condoms or female birth control. Like when you went on...
They don't fucking say that to our asses.
They should.
Well, I mean, if you have multiple partners, yes, but not if you're in like a monogamous relationship.
If you're in a monogamous relationship and you're on hormonal birth control, they say that it's still not perfect. So they still recommend, if you want to be absolutely sure, to use condoms or other forms of birth control like the rhythm method.
Gabby Cat says just wear condoms. Condoms?
No!
No!
I mean, no, I don't want to.
You're going to scare the neighbors. You're so dumb. Well,
Listen,
what?
Bogart, I'm sorry I scared your dog. I'm really sorry.
Oh my God.
Paige, I hit a point in my life, and that point was turning 30, where I would rather just nothing go on than wear a condom. That's where
we were together. Well, we've been together since even before you were 30. Why are you? Wait. Explain the words again to me. Explain those words.
I hit a point.
Okay.
Where I would if it's like, hey, you wrap that up, I'm just gonna be like, I would rather leave.
Oh, if I suddenly was like,
I would. But
we are, but we were in love and are, but you know.
And luckily, you had an IUD.
Oh, but shouldn't I always supplement? You gotta supplement.
Well, what's the worst thing that would happen? I'd have a baby with you. That seems to be working out okay.
Yay.
Seriously though, I'd rather just nut in a storm drain than just than a fucking Costco plastic bag.
Isn't Pat so smooth? See, he thinks I no longer care, but we will talk about this later.
Fucking condoms are so awful.
You are pretty smooth.
You know who the worst people in the world are?
Oh, what?
The fucking boomers. Their fucking free love bullshit caused fucking AIDS and syphilis and chlamydia to shoot everywhere.
Patrick, do not blame. You can't just blame.
Yes, you
can't
can.
Blame
yes,
AIDS on the boomers.
I can.
You can blame that one guy from Quebec.
Yeah.
That gave everybody AIDS.
Well, listen.
Luckily,
he didn't give everyone AIDS. He gave gay people AIDS. Then sneaky bisexuals gave it to straight people.
That's no, I thought it was sharing the needles that gave it to like
more
than just the gay community.
The introduction of AIDS into the straight population, particularly like straight women, like was their husbands that were closeted.
It wasn't doing
no
needles?
The spread of AIDS from IV drug users tended to affect other IV drug users.
Well, yeah, but sometimes that would be women.
Occasionally.
What do you mean occasionally? There's tons of women who do.
No, but what I mean is the nightmare panic of like the unsuspecting straight person getting AIDS. That did come from like
the panic. I understand.
The deep closet.
There is a Law and Order episode about that with Ice-T. Remember?
Yeah. It was this fascinating thing. It's one of my favorite pieces of it's one of my favorite pieces of psychological research that is one of the most immoral experiments done ever was they got a bunch of doctors to go down to gay clubs and act as watch queens.
Watch queen. What's
a
watch queen?
The watch queen.
That is first of all, can I just say that is an awesome name?
It's all right.
The watch queen.
So the watch queen is the gentleman that hangs out near the sinks to make sure that the bouncer or the bar or the club owner doesn't come in and stop the two guys in the stall fucking each other in the ass, right? So you're the lookout.
Why don't they call it a lookout then?
Because it's the 80s and they're gay, so they want to have a fun name.
You know what? I respect that.
They want to have a fun name.
I have never heard.
Right.
Is that the person who fights the Night King? Is the watch queen?
So the doctor,
I've never heard of this.
The doctor who was usually straight, and was pretending to be a homosexual, would be the watch queen, and then they would be like, "Hey, Jimmy, hey, Bruce, pleasure watch queening for you guys. You have a good day."
It was a pleasure to watch queen for you.
No, but here's the part where it gets evil.
Fuck?
Then they would follow them out to their cars, and write down their license plates. Then they would run their license plates through the DMV and send them random surveys about what their thoughts about homosexuality American life were. And they were all married, and they were all conservative, and they were all anti-gay in politics, and they were all anti-gay rights.
All of them?
All of them.
Not even one that wasn't?
No. It was unanimous. Because we're talking about a subset of gay men that are only going to have sex at the bar. because they don't have anywhere else to go.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Is that what they teach in Canadian schools?
It's the tea room trade study. You learn about it when you learn about ethics. Yeah. So, super evil. You can't do it. Wild invasion of privacy. Horrible. Incredible data.
Where was this?
I don't know.
Was this in the States or Canada? You want your key?
Yes, I would like my key. Do you tip the watch queen? You should, right? Right? That just seems appropriate.
Yeah, what does the watch
You'd
queen...
pay a lookout for a crime.
What does the watch queen get as a...
Question, is it immoral because they released the names in the study, or it's because they tracked them in the first place? Both.
They released their names?
Yeah, their names were in the study.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it.
But what does the watch queen get? Like an HJ, or what do you get?
They're just doing them a solid.
You don't just do somebody a solid like that.
A friendly gay neighbor.
A gayber, if you will.
Gayber, yeah. You know, it's funny. Even though you weren't here, I was talking a lot.
They get to watch. I thought they were the watch for they're watching out for you, but they get to watch. Yeah. So they okay. God, I'm so dumb.
You'd think that the clipboard and the notepad would have tipped them off, but you know.
Who watches the watch queen? Yo, I should change my username to the watch queen.
You should not.
No. It sounds cool.
You don't know what you're actually implying.
I don't believe you about the watch. I'm gonna look up what a watch queen is.
Watch it up.
I'm gonna look.
Granoni kicked in us up. Hard to believe it's been over a year. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. 54% of the subjects were outwardly heterosexual men with unsuspecting wives at home.
I'll be damned.
Yeah. It's one of those things. It's like homophobia killed people. Not in the direct way like you would expect, but forcing people to become deeply closeted caused AIDS to get further than it would have otherwise.
Yeah.
Society. CVP kicked in a sub. Thanks, man. Says the babysitter think you guys are on an important Zoom call or something? No.
No, she knows what we do.
No, she's aware.
Yeah.
Ranryu kicked in a sub. Paige, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Extras Heartless sub. Hey, Team Ginger, ready to solve crimes and get commendations for yelling at women? Hashtag perfect dicks.
The perfect dick. I'm a perfect private dick.
You sure are, honey. You sure are. Reagan was also ignoring the AIDS. Yeah, I know. Reagan was also giving the crack to the black people.
What?
You can't. No, we're not.
Wait, specifically?
No, you're not. Oh, we're not.
Wait, no, why are you acting? Wait, why are you mad?
Do you not know that?
Well, I mean, I knew that he's the war on drugs guy, isn't he?
No, actually, that's Nixon.
So wait, what did he do with crack?
He had the CIA explicitly supply crack to poor black neighborhoods.
Why?
To get black people hooked on crack.
Nixon started it, Reagan improved it. Oh, I don't think they teach this in schools in the U.S., dude. Or maybe I am just literally stupid. I don't know if I knew that.
See, if you get a minority group hooked on a certain drug, it becomes very easy to arrest them at random and imprison them.
Right. Wow.
You didn't know about the Reagan and the crack?
I don't think I did. I don't think so.
I'm not from that country. I shouldn't have to tell you that.
I'm not very smart.
Yes, you are. You can't
You're
use...
disappointed
you can't use your girl brain to get out of this one.
There's no girl mathing my way out of this. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. It's like a whole thing. So
That makes me really sad.
So, like, okay, get this. So Nixon was very clear. You couldn't make being against the war illegal, and you couldn't make being black illegal, but you could make.
We've had this conversation before.
You could make something that black people and people against the war like illegal,
Right.
and you could arrest them for that reason.
Right.
This mentality led to, hey, what if we gave them a new drug to destabilize their communities and get them arrested for?
I feel like we've had this exact
It's
conversation.
extra fucky because cocaine and crack, despite being chemically almost identical, have totally different sentencing recommendations under U.S. law up until like the aughts, where crack was like you'd get like 5 times as much jail time for crack as you would for cocaine.
But why?
Because black people used crack and white people who were more affluent used cocaine. So if you got caught with a pound of cocaine, you do like a couple years. But if you got caught with a pound of crack, you'd go to jail forever till you died.
That's a bummer.
Yeah. This racism thing. I don't know.
It's crazy.
I don't know about it. I don't know.
I'm learning.
Oh man.
Like, seriously, I feel really stupid.
Yeah.
Sorry. Wow.
Don't worry about it.
But I feel like we have talked about this or something like it or that's such a fucking bummer, dude. Racism might be bad, guys. Thank you, Phil.
Controversial.
Wait, hold on. Oh, I can't do the more you know star anymore. Oh,
it's gone. Now I'm
dead.
being backlit like an
now
angel.
You're an angel.
All right.
You're my angle. Doot doot.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Mr. McCrabbie says the U.S. absolutely does not teach us in public schools for obvious reasons. I think I just didn't learn it in school, and wow.
Pat, that's all a bunch of utter bullshit.
Huh?
I feel like me saying that right after I don't know about this whole racism thing might be bad timing, Gundam Pilot.
Where? Who say this? Right after what? What's happening? What happened? I'm confused now. Why laughing?
All right, Logan Bennett kicked in a sub. Thanks, man. Odds Logic subbed. Thank you. Muzap Spiritual subs. It's the time of Pat vs. Peach vs. Crime is upon us. Get jazzed up. Okay. Crimson Goddess sub. Thank you. General SC Patton kicked in a sub. Finally, return of wife gaming. The secret ingredient is old-timey crime. You know what the best part about old-timey crime is?
What?
It's really easy to do it. You had to be the dumbest motherfucker in the world to get caught for murder in the fucking 50s. Right? Like, we've been playing L.A. Noire. Like, okay, so you fucking... All right, we found you burning your wife's bloody shoes.
Wait, hold on. Paige, when you went to school, the CIA documents that mention this probably weren't released.
Yeah, they actually released...
Am I that old? Fuck. Or was it recent? Or not recent? Probably not recent. I'm old.
Don't worry about that. You got a baby now. You can be as old as you want.
Hooray! Sorry, you were saying. Yeah, your wife's bloody shoes, right? Yeah, no, what kind of a moron gets caught murdering in the 50s? Ugh.
Dum-dums.
Like, I remember reading somewhere that they, like, didn't even consider that women could kill very much until, like, the 20s.
That's just stupid. Have you met a woman?
We love to kill. I like to tell Pat, and sometimes I'll look at little baby Gowron, and I'll be like, I would kill for you. Admittedly, I just want to kill. But I want you to know that I would let it be for you.
All right, Captain Podok subbed. The crack... hold on. The crack Iran-Contra story broke in 1996. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I
was 8.
The money from the sale of crack went to fund terrorism.
No way. Wait, did it cause like 9/11?
No. Different terrorism.
Can you imagine if they were able to trace the money that went into the organization of 9/11? came directly from crack? No, 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 no,
So I hate
no,
so I hate to tell you this, Paige,
no.
but
Why am I learning this now?
you know that Osama bin Laden guy?
Yeah.
Do you know where he got his organizational skills?
From a class he took online?
No, from a class that he took from his CIA handler who taught him to commit terrorism against the Russians. And who
But then
who the
but
United
then-
States paid a bunch of money and gave a bunch of guns
But
to do terrorism, and that's why Rambo 2 thanks the brave Mujahideen warriors
hold
of
on.
Afghanistan.
oh right.
I fucked that name up, but
Wait, hold on.
it's Rambo 3. I'm sorry.
Tortuga Time, thank you so much for 15 subs. Thank you. As I am learning how things
Anyway,
work, apparently.
yeah,
Thank you so much, Tortuga Time. Really appreciate it.
The Americans caused 9/11.
Oh, I knew that. I knew that we, in a very roundabout way,
Yeah.
but like I wasn't sure if like literally the drugs. Wait, okay, so
I believe it was actually
Hating-
heroin money in this
hating.
case.
Oh, okay. So I was gonna be like, wait. So hating black people
Yeah.
caused. Red string here. Red string. Pepe Sylvia. 9/11.
Okay, so the fun part is that there's actually
Like, is that-
only 2 red strings.
Okay, so there's 2 red strings. There's 2
It's
red
like-
strings. So hating black people, crack money, 9/11.
Oh no, it's
Is that-
it's hate black people,
black people.
crack, terrorism, different terrorism. It's like 3. It's like
So it's 3 red strings.
it's 3 red
Pepe
strings.
Sylvia.
It's like a straight line. It's like a straight line.
Fucking absolutely bananas. I am so blown away. I feel so like dumb. I feel absolutely like stupid that I didn't like I knew we were responsible in some way for 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that like I know crack is bad.
I remember when I
But
came home and my mom and dad were watching 9/11 on the TV.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, "Can you believe this?" And my dad was like, "Yeah. Like this was going to happen sometime. Like not necessarily like this specific thing."
Do I know about Tuskegee?
Oh no, come on.
What's Tuskegee? What's Tuskegee?
It's pronounced Tuskegee.
Tuskegee.
It is a location in the United States. I want to say it's in Alabama or some shithole southern state.
Okay.
So, Tuskegee was the location of a long-term scientific study
Right.
in which black men who came in wanting to be treated by their doctors for sexually transmitted diseases
Right.
were just not, and told they were fine,
Okay.
to see what would happen over time.
Just to see?
Just to see.
Why? Why just to see?
Well, you couldn't morally test it on white people, so instead you would just...
What did they test?
Wait, what does chlamydia look like after 40 years? So, if a black guy comes in and says, "Hey, my dick hurts," you could just go, "Nah, it's fine," and just check him up on his checkups and just see what happens. And then they died. Oh, they gave it to them. I forgot. Oh my God. I fucking forgot. I thought it was naturally occurring cases that were ignored. No, it was...
Yeah, I was gonna say, wouldn't, like, if your dick still hurt, wouldn't you maybe get a second opinion, probably? Whereas, like...
Yeah, it was syphilis.
Oh, and they injected syphilis?
Yeah, no, it was a bunch of Nazi experiment shit.
Do I know about Black Wall Street?
You mean Tulsa?
I don't know what that is.
Okay, so Tulsa, Oklahoma, is it?
Is this just me learning thing hour? Because I'm okay with that.
Is it Tulsa, Oklahoma? Yeah? Okay, so Tulsa, Oklahoma was known as Black Wall Street.
Okay.
because it was a black community in Oklahoma that was extremely well off
some water.
and affluent. It was doing really well. It was the kind of thing where white people at the time would be like, "Hey, fuck you! You go make your own place and leave us alone." And so they did, and they actually did really well. It was black-owned businesses with a black community, with black services, etc. And it started to do better than local white communities.
Okay.
So they burned it down.
Who burned it down?
White people.
Why?
I just told you why, because it was doing good.
But that's good for the economy if it's doing well.
No.
Wouldn't they be glad that businesses are doing well in their area because that means the economy is doing well?
No. Yeah, no. Cops dropped fire bombs on the community from planes.
Cops from planes?
Yes.
Because they were black and doing well?
Yes.
That is...
That is literally it. That's the whole story.
When did this happen?
Oh, God, I don't know. Was it the 50s? No, the 20s.
Oh my God! Wait! But wait! That can't have been. Wait! How? Okay, I'm gonna show my ignorance here. How long had planes been?
Oh,
a
come
thing?
on!
No, I don't know. How long had planes?
They were used extensively in the First World War, which ended in 1918.
Then how long have planes been a thing?
Like the early 1900s. So you thought Paige was trying to find the logic behind racism. She wasn't. She was trying to find the logic behind planes.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the logic behind planes, not racism.
How could planes be real?
I understand that racism isn't logical, right? I understand that. No, I was trying to understand if planes were like, were the planes racist? Oh my God. I am so blown away. And I feel very stupid and embarrassed. Well, history was never my thing. I don't have a memory. I don't.
What color are Astarian's eyes?
Red.
Ah, I see.
And they used to be green or blue, depending. I hate... People are like, oh, he used to have brown eyes. No, he didn't. He's a high elf. High elves don't have brown eyes. Go to hell. Ugh. Oh, I'm so mad.
Anyway, black folk had kind of a rough time of it in the United States.
Huh? Well, yeah, no shit.
That was a really strange statement
I'm
to go,
sorry,
huh?
I'm sorry. No, I was reading, and then I. Sorry, that was when I was reading, and it took me a moment. Wait a minute, this is so sad that I remember and understand D&D lore.
Yeah, no,
but I
that's
can't
why I
remember.
hit you with it.
I can't. That is so bad and embarrassing that I know that Astarian's eyes could not be brown.
Did you not realize what I was doing with that?
Tuskegee.
Did you not know that?
No, I didn't. This is like one of the worst days of my life. I'm so
Look, if U.S.
embarrassed.
history had more gay vampires, we would pay attention.
Exactly. No. Oh my God. I don't remember ever having this told to me.
Well, no, that's the point.
Because I don't think in U.S. stuff.
No, so
that's
that's the point. So that basically all this shit happens, and black folk and other people of color know about it, right? But white folk don't, because their grandparents who did it don't tell them about it.
Wow.
So then when black folk complain, they go, "Hey, the cops are evil. They murder us," or whatever. Whatever issue of the day. White folk who've never seen it go, "What are you talking about?" That's why Rodney King was so important.
The reason I don't
because
know
it was on video.
The reason I don't know is intentional, says Black.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Huh. And that's why Americans get made fun of. Listen, I'm
that's
trying.
That's not why Americans get made fun of. Americans get made fun of because they're hilarious. Americans get made fun of because they live in a zany fucking gonzo weirdo country for clowns.
Oh man, thank God our son is Canadian. Thank God our son is Canadian, dude. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
There was a time where, it's a long story, but I almost needed to go down to the States, and I was explicitly told not to while I was pregnant, because if I gave birth, like if I had contractions in the States, I'd have to stay in the States and have my baby, and the baby would be American.
And then we'd have to get a passport for the infant.
And it would have taken like weeks to maybe months.
Ugh. All right. So now that we've
red pilled me,
we've solved. That's not what that.
Is that what it means? It's not what it means. Wait, what does that mean? Doesn't that mean to? What does that mean? What does that mean? Is it the opposite? Wait, no. Blue pill. Wait, red pill. Wait, which are the pills?
What are
the pills? I'm too old. What does it mean? One pill is. I am not red pilled.
Are you living in the same world as the rest of us?
No pills.
Red pill is all that it
pills.
means. Red pill is like incel conservative MGTOW shit.
But I thought it was like also colloquial for like.
No, they ruined that.
So it's ruined.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's like it's why the Wachowskis are so mad because the red pill's supposed to be estrogen.
I thought that like it was kind of like right wingy, and then it became like not right wingy again. Or not like, you know.
No, that's why it's hilarious to say somebody is based and red pilled in a dumbass conversation.
I'm just fucking old. I think I'm just old. I'm just old and dumb.
Hey.
Just bury me in the backyard.
You know what? I've made this complaint before, and I'm going to make it again. I'm going to make this complaint again.
Okay.
Americans. America? I'm looking at you, America. Why the fuck are you the only country to have red be conservative and blue be liberal?
Because it's the opposite.
Everybody else does it the other way.
It's the opposite,
It's
right?
so fucking confusing. It's stupid. It's dumb. Yeah, Abari Erie can explain that. It's because the party switched teams.
Yeah.
Because of slavery.
Because I think Republicans and Democrats used to be
the opposite.
I do know that.
Yeah.
I do know that. Because I remember hearing about that in history class.
But then they were like, slavery, huh? And then they swapped back and forth.
Can I just say, like, I'm very confused right now because I feel like I should have my baby right here because he never is not around me every, like, 1 to 2 hours unless we're at night. But, like, I miss him.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm like, oh.
That's sweet.
I miss him. Are you laughing at me in your head?
I'm actually trying to think up something to make fun of Italians.
Okay, let's workshop this.
Because and I think I missed it.
Okay.
Because earlier I was like, I don't know about this racism thing, but I should have been like, well, except for Italians.
That's not even a clever joke.
I know it's not my best. It's not my best. All right.
All right, hey, once again, let it be known that I have been the driving force behind, hey, let's get through donations and let's play a video game.
That's not true at all.
Yes, I have.
That is an outrageous.
Have I not?
That's an outrageous falsehood.
Have I not? Outrageous falsehood, my dick.
Okay.
Have I not, y'all? You're supposed to support me.
Oh man, they're turning on you real bad. Oh yeah.
This is the worst. I miss doing things on my channel.
All right.
Because on my channel, people are nice to
That's
me,
bullshit.
and they will lie to me.
That's such
And they'll
garbage.
tell me I'm nice
That's
and cool.
huge bullshit.
Oh,
All right,
fuck.
Captain Podoc kicked in a sub. Hey, Pat, been a while. I have stopped by just to had to see Mustard Queen play one of my favorite games. Congrats on completing the cloning process. Thank you. Nord guy sub. It's funny how you Paige is incompetent when you are in fact just as incompetent. Oh no, I'm just as incompetent. Easy.
He's incompetent in real life, like day-to-day things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm incompetent in ways that you can exploit here. In real life, I like How do I explain?
Okay, in real life at the house, she's like, Pat, you didn't wring out the fucking sponge, or Pat, you didn't do the bottles, or whatever.
No, Pat thinks that soap is inherently clean because it is soap.
Yeah,
he believes
soap cleans things.
Soap cannot be dirty in any way.
Yeah, no, it can't. It's clean. It's like concentrated clean.
And so therefore, anything that is soapy is also always clean.
That's right. That's true.
And also,
piss on soap. Once you run water on it, it's clean again.
So if I took a shit on a bar of soap
and then washed and then rinsed it off, then yeah,
you just rinse off the shit, and then you would use it on your face.
Yeah, I'd really rinse it off to make sure I got every little piece of poop.
Do you? Oh my god, you're gonna make me fucking barf, dude. This is so gross. So I'm gonna. You know what? Fine. You know what I'll do? I'll pay you back for that thing you did, where Pat took my really special bar of soap that is specifically for your face, and it's really fancy and nice. Mm-hmm. And you know what he would do with it? He took the whole bar. I've told you this before, but I'll say it again. The whole bar, wash himself, and put it into his butthole. The whole thing in his butthole. And then he pooped it out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm kidding. No, but he took the thing and he like put it in his ass and washed his asshole with it. No washcloth. This man doesn't use a washcloth. I do. I was raised properly. This is one of the things in which you are incompetent and I am not. Mm-hmm. But he took my whole soap and then he didn't tell me. So then I used it on my face for many moons. For many moons, I'm washing my face with ass soap, unbeknownst to me. So now I have.
What are you gonna do?
I have ass face.
What are you gonna do to get back at me?
I don't know.
Yeah,
cry about it.
All right. You go ahead and cry as much as you want, honey.
Well, yeah, I don't remember what I was gonna do. I have a headache, so it's hard for me.
You have a headache?
A little bit.
Oh,
it's fine. Whatever. I think I'm just thirsty.
Hey, Donald subbed. Hey guys, happy 2 years. Thanks, Donald. Appreciate it. Valison kicked in a sub. Pat's pissing right now. You can't even tell. Thank you. That's tough. Aki Python choking me. Oh, right. Kicked in $5. Thanks, man. I imagine Cole Phelps to anyone you interrogate. I'm a real
I am a real detective. 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 Side note, do either of you two know about an Australian YouTuber named Friendly Geordies?
Can't say I do.
I don't think so.
Dino kicked in a sub. Ah, yes, beating the wife, much like Rey Mysterio's pastime of beating his kids at wrestling games. Is that true?
I don't know.
Shirtle gifted 5 subs. Thanks, Shirtle. Hit the button. Oink, oink.
Honk.
Thanks, Shirtle.
Thank you, Shirtle. Honk. Thank you.
Buzzard subbed. Hope the baby's doing well. Mine turned 6 months old today. It's been a wild adventure. Good for you, man.
Aww.
Good for baby.
So he's starting to smile, and it's not gas, and it's the coolest thing in the world.
Button didn't work?
It didn't work. Did I?
Move!
Well, you could have asked me to move instead of just shoving me. Did I hit the wrong button? Try now.
What? Wait, what button are you hitting?
It's the wrong one. Hold it. Try now.
Oh, thank you. Oink, oink.
Is that better? I was pressing the wrong button. It's been a while, okay? I'm sorry. I'm incompetent in ways that you can only exploit here. Everywhere else, I'm really smart and cool.
You know what? That's right, Paige.
Please believe this.
And that's why you did such a good job picking out our curtains. I really like them. I think they're very pretty.
Wait, which ones?
The ones in the bedroom.
Okay, that's what I thought. Fuck you.
I think they're really nice. I love the color. I love the color.
You're so mean to me. You are so cruel. You're so mean.
How is that even mean?
Because
I'm telling you that I appreciate you taking care of those curtains and that they look really nice.
Pat has been asking me to get curtains for over a year and I haven't yet. And now every time we can't change in front of it or the neighbors will see our dicks.
You know what my favorite part is?
If they look...
My favorite part is like
What?
every day for like 6 months, Paige would wake up complaining about the sun hitting her face.
Yeah.
And because she hates waking up in a brightly lit room. And I'd be like, so buy some fucking curtains. And she'd be like, and then
I can't decide because it's very important about which color and fabric you use, and I've had, and also, listen, Cade, I was just about to say, because I got pregnant so quickly because someone was very excited to begin baby making.
I'm sorry, I'm French.
That like...
I'm French and I don't smoke. You were basically guaranteed to get pregnant instantly.
My God. That like I haven't had time to think of anything else. Like the desk in my office and like fucking, which I really need to get on because like I need my own thing. Away from you, away from Gowron, away from the dog and the cat.
Mango Shroomy subbed, says, hey Pat, glad to hear the baby's doing well. They are, thank you. Brown Guy 64 kicked in a sub. Thanks that Brown Guy. Vaxilist kicked in $5. Hey Pat and Paige, great to see you, Paige. I'm really sorry to hear about your
Thank
COVID.
you.
Even more sorry about the loss of your senses. I'm one of the only 3 people I know who haven't caught it. I still fear that happening to me.
Yeah, it's so funny because
Going strong.
We were just like maybe like 3 weeks prior talking to a guy who like is an EMT and like worked through COVID and was like, yeah, I never caught it. And we're like, yeah, us either. Wow, high five. We all high fived and shit. And then when I got COVID, I texted him. I was like, it happened. How am I finding Baldur's Gate 3? It's the greatest game there ever was.
Don't start her on this again, please.
I could talk. I'm.
Listen, Paige, I hear enough of this at home. I don't want to hear more of it at work.
That hurts my feelings.
Really?
A little, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, genuinely. That
Does
hurts
it? Why does it hurt your feelings?
Okay, all right. Okay, Dignity Chicken. It's because your ass is sitting there. Oh, the Roman Empire. Oh, World War II.
I don't care about the Roman Empire.
Fucking. Oh, let me tell you this lore about this thing you clearly don't care about because I can't read the room when you're bored. Ugh, fucking whatever. La. Here's a bunch of shit. And you know what I do? I go, yes, honey, and I try as hard as I can to remember because I know you'll appreciate it. But no, because I finally, after a while, have something that super makes me happy and I enjoy, and it distracts me in a way that I've needed for a little bit. Did you fucking do this shit where you're like, ugh, like that?
You mean the part where I'm trying to get through the thing and I'm doing everything I can? Doing everything I can to head you off at the pass?
Let's talk about racism.
What's the deal?
Hold on. We gotta hold up our hands for the screenshot. Ready? Or the script. Alright, okay, good job.
The Prime Minister, really?
Seriously, Astarion will hear about this. My boyfriend Astarion. When he gives me a little kiss. Stupid.
Every time she talks to any character in Baldur's Gate 3, she then immediately checks with Astarion and he goes, hello, darling. And she goes, ah!
And I'm just like, oh my god, stop.
It's the same voice line every time.
The same one. I don't even care. He's so adorable.
My Eld kicked in a sub. Hey, Pat and Paige, happy 47 months. Glad you two are doing well. Give love to the 3 babies. Remember, Kodor remake will never happen. I know. What's up with the Canadian Parliament cheering a Nazi? What's up is they're fucking stupid. Though, big ups to Poland for being like, give him to us, we'll kill him. Big ups. Good job, Poland. Tetra Pantsy subbed. Yeah, imagine missing September. It would suck. Anonymous gifted a sub. Thank you. Papa Jimbo kicked in a sub. In Baldur's Gate 3, I found an amulet that increases constitution. Taking it on and off gives free heals.
Whoa.
Also, watch Perception Check by Tom Cardy. It's pretty funny. Seen it.
What's that?
It's the one. It's the audio for the skit that the girl did where Carlac was on the roof. Oh fuck! I rolled a 1.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
The company explained that the music in the KOTOR trailer is licensed. The license expired. That's why they privated it. I think that people making a Star Wars game having the license run out on their Star Wars music is dire in and of itself.
The license for Jizz.
That's right.
Or Jast.
Jets.
Oh.
Kiso sub, thank you. Goatmeal also subbed. Tried out Counter-Strike 2. Spent my first match losing to a cheater for an hour-long game, which you get penalized if you leave. And I remember why I stopped playing. Really? There's hacky cheater mans in the Counter-Strike? That actually makes me really depressed.
I love the combat in BG3 Alvance. I love it. I genuinely love almost everything. Everything about it. Everything. I love everything. I can think of like a handful of like the most minor complaints, and that's it.
Most of my complaints are just bugs.
Yeah, just bugs. It's incredible. It's fucking incredible. If it doesn't win Game of the Year, I will eat my hat. Like I can't believe it.
Hey, Paige, do we still have salami and cheese?
We do.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, no, we're good.
Because after this, we'll be hungry.
Yeah.
We need to eat salami and cheese.
I could whip up a steak.
But I mean, that would be good too.
But I'd rather not because I want to make like some potatoes and some asparagus and shit. And that'll take too long.
Paige, I'm very happy for you enjoying Baldur's Gate 3 as much as you want. I was just trying to shut you up.
No, I know. No, I know. I was trying to be funny, and I realized that came off way too
so
angry.
Intense.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it didn't come off too angry. It came off too hurt.
Oh, no. I just really love Baldur's Gate a lot. I am a little annoyed that you're like, oh, I'm so tired of hearing about it. And it's like, fucking, you told me.
I'm actually not tired of hearing about it. I just wanted you to be quiet.
You're an asshole because you told me that you were thrilled out of your tits that I was like super involved in this game. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So the fact that you were telling me that it's bothersome hurt my fifi.
Okay, well, I didn't mean that. I just wanted you to be quiet.
Then just say that.
Well, I wanted to be funny, but I also missed the mark. Darling.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, nice.
Ligma asked the question that matters. Is Paige going to try Baldur's Gate 2? We had the stupidest conversation about that yesterday.
We did. So here's what's interesting. When Pat and I first started dating 1 trillion years ago, when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you actually did encourage me to play Baldur's Gate 2.
1 and 2.
Sorry, 1 and 2. And I can't remember which one. I downloaded it on my iPad.
That was a bad move.
It was a bad move. And so I never got to like finish it. Aw, yay.
I'm a little late on that text message, but thank you.
Aw.
Yeah. So, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. No, hold on, Faye Blackwell. They are absolutely just as good as Baldur's Gate 3 if
so loud.
You can transport your expectations back 23 years.
Yeah, it's a product of its time. And as long as you keep that in mind, like, I mean, that's how I feel about like Final Fantasy IV and, you know, shit like that. Mm-hmm. You got like Beast Wars. People always like, oh, it's so ugly. I'm like, it was mind blowing at the time.
I will always remember the best written thing and point that Wooly has ever made in the entire time I've known him is him describing Reboot as looking primitive, but when you compare it to its competitors, fucking nothing.
Yeah, no.
There's no, like...
Well, technically Beast Wars. But
no, but that's not its own... Like, when Reboot came out, Beast Wars didn't exist.
No, I know, but, like, very shortly after. Yeah. And, like, if you do compare the two, Beast Wars is, like, slightly...
Yeah, but that's the same...
But it's the same studio having just improved. So, you know.
Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 are fantastic. However, they're old. And Paige was asking me, is there a lot of voice acting? I'm like, no. She's like, do you spend a lot of time with the characters? I'm like, no. It came out 25 years ago.
Because like what I love, I mean, I love the quests. I love the combat. There's very little I'm not just like bananas about with Baldur's Gate 3. But what I love most of all is you get to spend time with these great, interesting, funny, sad, weird characters that they feel like real people. They feel they move like they're real people. It's it fucks me up.
Hey, Dova Dude kicked in $5. Thanks, man. For a possible future beat stream, what about Dr. Kabushi's Labyrinthy Laboratory? Pass the control. What is that? I don't know what that is. Pass the controller between failed attempts. Whoever clears the most levels by the end of the stream gets dibs on desserts / leftover Halloween candy. Very fun. I don't know what that is. It's a puzzle game? Oh, well, that's not fair.
There's a mod that increases the chance of companion dialogue triggering. I would love that. I fucking love hearing them just chat with each other. Lae'zel and Shadowheart are incredible. I love them so much.
Pardon. Mad Mardigan sub, thank you. Pat's saying something emotionally healthy for once. He's entirely right this time. I wish I knew what you were referring to, Mad Mardigan.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Are you still here? I think I have good emotional intelligence, actually, when I know what's going on. I kind of miss the forest for the trees quite often.
Nope, like, people... Like, I remember people being like, oh, Pat doesn't have empathy. Like, no, you're very empathetic. You're just kind of a space cadet.
I'm not very observant.
Yeah. No.
Also, my method of dealing with a lot of emotional problems is if you solve the underlying situation, all the emotions will just go away.
It's true.
Which I've been informed is not the case in ever.
Super Spider, I know everything. I am on top of all of the actors, like, Instagrams and Twitters. They're awesome. They're so great.
Iron Oki, I wanna clarify something in which so you say I play up the contrarian for the show. I want to be really clear, like incredibly clear. A lot of people go like, let's take Edgerunners or whatever, right? In which they're like, oh, Pat's just being a stupid clown and causing people to be mad for funsies. And it's like, the time that I cause people be mad for funsies, you can see me start to giggle before I say it.
Yeah.
You can watch it. You can watch me go like and get ready to say it and then look like bashful, like I'm a toddler who fucking shit in a potted plant.
Yeah, Pat cannot lie. Like he has the most obvious tells in the world. So I'll be real. Pat really was trying to get through Edgerunners. I'm the one that stopped him because I hated it.
I was gonna watch it today, but she stopped me.
I said, no, please don't. I'm like, the baby and I are here. I don't want to see this. Watch it when I go to bed. I can't. So Pat will finish it, but he needs to do it when I can't watch it.
So blame women once again.
I am so sorry. So Pat will. He's gonna do it. I'm out. It's no. Too depressing? No, absolutely not. I was bored to tears.
Yeah.
No, I love watching depressing shit. No, I can handle that. No, it's just like, ugh. I was so bored.
Hey, Vexilus kicked in $5. Fun fact, I went to Baldur's Gate 3 full team Karlach, but Lae'zel completely won me over. Her initial advance was great, and I was planning to hit it and quit it, but her actual love confession might be the best written romance thing I've seen in a game. Yeah, she's a lot more deep of a character than I was expecting for insane murderous frog lady.
Wait, what do you mean you're both wrong? Who's wrong? Pat he really wants to watch the rest of it. I just don't. What do you mean? I hate when, like, you're both wrong. He wants to watch the rest of it. Also, Rebecca's fine, but there's just not as much of her as I wish there would have been. She was more interesting than Lucy.
I still think that the strangest thing about that show is that Lucy in the ambulance is a completely different character from Lucy in every other scene. Also, it feels like the character was going to be a different character, and then they changed their mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really strange. Everything is more interesting than Lucy.
Yeah, it's a bummer. How far did we get? I think episode 5.
Halfway.
Episode 5.
Mm-hmm.
I am now too old.
Don't get caught in it. We gotta move past this.
Right, sorry, real quick. I am too old, and I have a baby now. I have to be very, like...
Astarian focused.
No, I have to be focused with where I spend my time, and I want to spend my time watching things that really, like, make my head buzz and excite me and interest me right away.
So...
Like, if I'm bored after 5 fucking episodes, I don't have time. I have laundry to do. I have a baby to shove a boob in his face. I don't have time. You know what I mean? It's. I'm sure the show's great, but it's just not for me. You know. Anyway, you were saying. Sorry.
So there's two ways.
Willy
that,
Freshness.
Hold on.
Wait, hold on. Willy Freshness. That's not very nice. I am genuinely like really depressed about the fact that I literally have no taste now. So like, come on now. Don't be mean.
That's pretty
Go ahead.
classless.
Come on.
Yeah. So Paige has to be very careful about where she spends her time. She could be watching Edge Runners, which she didn't really particularly care for, or she could check out the text message that I just sent her.
No, fucking. Oh god.
I just sent her a text that said, "Hey Gail, kill yourself."
So fucking mean. It's so fucking mean. My favorite. My favorite part though. My favorite part is that, like, she doesn't tell him to kill himself. She makes their mutual friend come to his house,
God.
ask for cheese.
Oh my god!
God
What are
damn
you
it.
knocking over?
My fucking chapstick. And then he has to deliver it, which is so funny. Like, she can't even come down from the heavens
Oh, it's so.
to, like, tell him herself.
I really mean this. We laugh at Gail every day.
No, John McDumpy, we love Gale. I love Gale. I think he's useless in my party.
Oh my god.
But, like, oh my god, I fucking love Gale. But I love him in a way that's different from, say, Astarion. You know what I'm saying? It's so funny. Like, part of me wants to kind of keep going down this, apparently, I didn't mean to, but whatever, romance route with him, just because I want more of this. It's so funny. But I don't want to, like, make Astarion upset, so I don't know what to do.
Spider-Man kicked us up. Thanks, man. So happy to hear the baby's doing great. You all are awesome parents. Also, Pat, the PS2 style horror game dude has a new game and it's rad. What's the name, Spider-Man? Tell me what the name is. I like PS2 style jank-ass old horror games.
Wait a minute. If you inspect Elminster, he's a construct. He didn't even come in person. It's a clone.
Oh, that's so funny.
Nobody cares about
Oh,
Gale.
that's so funny.
Elminster
I couldn't
didn't
even tell you to
even-
kill yourself in person.
That's not true.
Oh my god.
Elminster
Wait, why
was
did the
water
clone eat
clone?
my cheese?
Wait, I didn't let him have my cheese. I told
You
him...
didn't?
No.
Who's fucking Elminster? You let him have your cheese.
No, he's not taking my wares. Absolutely not. I didn't know what he was about. If you attack him, he turns into water.
This game has everything.
This game is so fucked up. I love it so fucking much. There's so much going on. Go for the neck, boo. Oh, I'm so excited.
Robert Random Hero sub. Thanks, man. It's been a bitch and a half a day. Found some mold growing on the wood paneling in my apartment in the hallway outside my bathroom. Got a flat tire on my way home from hanging out with some friends. I'm pretty sure I might have arthritis in my ankle. But you guys are live talking about Astarion and Gale sex, so it's all in all pretty good day.
I am so sorry. I like having a flat tire. I mean, all of that's horrible. And having a flat tire is not nearly as,
Oh my god.
as having arthritis in your ankle, but like having a flat tire is like ironically one of the most deflating thing. Whoa, what's up?
How is that ironic? That's exactly what it is. No, what are you doing?
Wait,
Stop.
what are you doing?
You
What's
keep talking to chat.
Okay, no, but-
I'm doing something
I'm
on Steam.
distracted. Well, I'm getting nervous.
Don't be distracted.
You
Stop having the ADHD now.
anyway.
I fixed you.
Anyway, I'm so sorry to hear that. What? Now I can't stop looking. Do you want me to type?
Stop it.
What's happening?
Stop looking.
You're making me nervous.
I'm looking at pornography.
Oh, yeah, right. We both know I'm the one who's going to be looking at pornography.
It's true.
Very specific pornography.
So the PS2 game they described is Parasocial. It is a Japanese horror game about a live streamer. Fuck.
Whoa. We're looking at the screenshots right
Is
now.
that the same guy that made the one with the coffee lady?
Queequeg says it's great for a stream.
Well, okay. I've added to the wish list. It's about a streamer getting doxxed. Great.
Ooh. Oh, it's the guy who made Coffee Lady.
Yeah, no, that kind of made my stomach turn. So that's
What? I never played the Coffee Lady.
It's what's the best I gave it a really strong compliment that was really just sad. It really encapsulates what I imagine it feels like to be a young woman walking alone at night. Like it's the fear of something could happen. Oh, I fucked it up.
Okay.
Move this. All right. Kai9 kicked in a sub. Gale's power comes from the Forbidden School of Magic, the School of Divorce.
He's so divorced.
John McDumpy, Mr. Zulos, and Nicho7 subscribe. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank
Grimlock Fly kicked in 500 bits. Says goodbye. Bye.
you. Oh, bye. Oh.
Eerie kicked in $5. Is it bad that Pat and Paige doing the sex talk is miles better than the sex ed in most American schools? I mean, it's most.
We try to be entertaining about it.
People,
I guess, maybe.
people being like one of the biggest problems that I had in the sex ed in my school was they had to read from their pamphlet, and then they were like the teacher felt really uncomfortable talking to us about it because we're just random strangers.
Yeah.
Your parents should talk to you about it.
But that's like, this is something we talked about the other day. It's like, unfortunately, that's not the reality for a lot of kids.
Yeah, so what happened is like, well, what happens when you don't have the sex ed in the classroom? Then you get to university and you talk to a girl who thinks you can get pregnant from oral sex.
Yeah.
And you're like,
yeah. Or
damn, bitch, you dumb as fuck.
Or you, like, talk to your boyfriend who thinks that vaginas get wet because they're really sweaty.
I still don't even understand why that's so embarrassing.
You're the one who's embarrassed by it. I didn't think it was embarrassing. I thought it was cute.
No, you laughed. You laughed yourself to tears. You fell down.
I laughed and I fell down. But I thought it was so cute. Because I was like, oh my god, I love my boyfriend. He thinks vaginas get sweaty. He's so cute.
See, Wormwood's right on there.
He's being very supportive.
Isn't that a Ben Shapiro line? No, that's a totally different thing.
No. That's if they get like super like whap wet pussy. That means you have a sick pussy. At least that was what I took away from Ben Shapiro.
I want to put Ben Shapiro in a locker and take his lunch money. Did you see that photo of him going to the Home Depot and buying a single plank of wood and holding it up and taking a selfie like he was a big man? Embarrassing.
Why did he do it?
Look, I'm a man. I'm going down to the Home Depot and getting
something?
some. Yeah, I don't fucking know. Huh. Kai9 kicked in $5. Paige be like, arguing with me is pointless. I realized I was wrong 10 minutes ago. Now I'm just here to aggravate the goblins. Also, can't wait for good male birth control or a condom that never loses lubrication. That shit sucks. Hey, gentlemen, many of you know this, but some of you may not. Do you know who hates condoms? Women!
Women
hate condoms. They're terrible.
So my doctor, we were talking to her, and she's like, "So what's going on with birth control?" And we were like, "Well, we're discussing," and then like Pat said, "What about condoms?" And we both laughed because every time we bring up condoms, it's hilarious. And we were like, everyone hates condoms. And the doctor's like, everyone hates condoms, yeah.
That's what I know.
She's right.
They can tell.
Who can tell? Water
Stealer says they can tell. Yes, girls know what a condom feels like.
Let me tell you. Yeah, no, it's awful. It's gross. It feels gross. I don't know how to explain it. It's not good.
You're aware that the vagina is sensitive.
The vagina has feelings in it. We can detect,
like my
dad
didn't tell me he loved me enough.
We roll a perception check in my fucking pussy.
You're not appreciating how good that was.
I'm trying to ignore it. Is what I'm doing. So you roll for perception in your vagina. Condom detected. Ugh.
Can the vagina feel the Snickers dick vein? You mean dick veins?
Add guidance to pussy. Oh no.
Stop it.
I'm sorry. I'm what's the word? Playing with it. Fidgeting.
We need to get you a fidget spinner to go with my goddamn emotional key.
Can the vagina feel lonely?
That's the source of a lot of problems, actually.
I don't know. I'll have to have a chat with her, I suppose. Bless for saving throw. Hey, here's a question. In Baldur's Gate, not Baldur's Gate, in D&D, is there a spell that prevents you from getting pregnant? Because all these motherfuckers in Faerun are just like shoving it in each other, and I presume jizzing everywhere and whatnot. So like, confirmed yes. What is it? That's hilarious. What spell would that... It's not fireball. It is stab and then heal.
I'm sure there's some old-timey variation of the birth control. Funny enough, there's a book about that in 3rd edition that mage armor was one of the ways. Huh.
How would mage...
I don't know.
Armor? Huh. Power word. Cumt. Oh, would it be greater restoration? Huh. Does that just returns you to a state?
Depends on what you're casting it on.
Here's the other thing. Never mind. Okay.
Con9 kicked in $5. Also, speaking of ethics, do you see that story about the lad that grew some human brain cells and taught them to play Pong faster than any AI by using the correct neurological feedback?
I heard about that.
Yeah, that's evil.
Upsetting.
You shouldn't do that.
Upsetting.
That's immoral. You can't do that. Don't forget, revive returns your foreskin. No, true resurrection returns your foreskin. Slight difference. Revivify does not bring your foreskin back. That's crazy. Dirty Dapper Dan kicked in a sub, says, "Happy 2 months, Goblin Dad." Thanks, man. Can you take a bit of someone's foreskin and then use that to revivify the entire body? I mean, that's tough.
I mean, ask Withers, right?
You're basically asking, like, does a whole new Wolverine grow from Wolverine's arm if it gets torn off? And the answer should be yes.
I can't believe Elminster's a clone. I'm fucked up. There's always something new with Gale. There's always some new bullshit. I'm sorry.
Everyone's taking as many steps as possible to not actually talk to him.
Yeah, everyone hates Gale. Why?
You know what I realized?
What?
You know what the best part about everyone sending, like, messengers and fake people to talk to Gale?
Yeah.
Gale also sends fake people to talk to you.
Oh, yeah. What's up with that? Why did he do that? Where he's like, hello, I'm an answering machine. Why do people dislike Gale? I don't know why they dislike Gale. Maybe they find him annoying or nerdy. I think he's hilarious. Gale and Astarion are the same person. One is just gay. I said this to Pat earlier, how Gale and Astarion have the exact same sort of trajectory, and I don't want to get spoilery about it, but it's like very similar in their bad evil version. It's kind of similar. Aren't all the companions bi? Yeah. In fact, Neil Newbon, the voice of Astarion, said that he's canonically pan, I guess. How far am I? I am currently at the House of Healing in Act 2, Shadowlands. How do you know if it's really Gale you have sex with? What if he sends 3 spirit clones? So true. Astarion has real trauma. Gale has trauma. One off which stream says, so I hope you two like the film. It's my useless quality, kind of my job. Which film? I think I missed your first message there, babe. Bring Gail to the brothel. Oh, yeah. Ugh. The brothel.
You know what the funniest thing is?
Huh.
Gail wouldn't be nearly as funny if he didn't have that nerdy British accent.
Yeah, I love the actor. I love him so much. I can't remember his name right now. But he has a very specific voice, and he's so out of the blue. Out of the blue. Anyway, babe, go ahead and... Oh, Out of the Blue is a teenage rebel obsessed with Elvis. Her father is in prison after drunkenly smashing his rig into a school bus, and her mother is a junkie waitress. With Don's release, the family struggles to reconnect, and the trauma of the past looms large as dark secrets slowly begin to emerge. Ooh, Out of the Blue. I'm gonna write that down.
Erie kicked in $5. Thank you, man.
Out of the Blue. Thank you.
Fun fact, the Quebec man Gaetan Dugas, who was fingered at patient zero, was actually a scapegoat and was later found that HIV had infiltrated the Western world years before him. Hooray! That sucks for him, man.
Nicole, yeah, if you guys want more Baldur's Gate content, you should watch the High Rollers D&D one shot of the entire Origin cast playing it as their characters. It's awesome. Rest in peace, Bing Bong.
Rippin' shit, Bing Bong.
We will always remember you, Bing Bong.
They fucking knew it.
Oh no, what is that?
That's me texting you.
Oh no, do it, Gail.
Hey, Ligma kicked in $5. Thanks, Ligma. Pat, have you seen Minthara's romance scene, especially if you're a halfling? It's so fucking funny. Have not.
If you're a halfling, what is she, does she like talk shit at you?
Probably.
Oh god.
Holy shit, we missed this 50 minutes ago.
No, we didn't.
I did.
I didn't. I literally stopped you and pressed the button and was like, "Thank you so much, Tortuga," because I thought you understood. And you were trying to be like, "Nah, nah, nah," and I was like, "All right."
Tortuga time. Thank you for the 15
you,
tier
Tortuga.
1 subs. Thank you, Tortuga time.
Thank you very much. We very much appreciate it.
Thank
once
you,
again.
buddy. I appreciate it. I have to see it in the list.
Yeah, and I have to hear and then I see. So there. I'm gonna check on the baby. Will you check? Will you check and see how baby is?
Yeah, sure.
I miss him. Like I keep looking for him, you know. Holding a hand like a child, little red devil baby, Bing Bong. She gives you head and 69. Hell yeah, brother. You better believe it. She'll fucking eat your ass. Minthara doesn't care. God bless. Holy shit. Oh. Minthara's crazy.
Rune God kicked in a sub. It's been 2 hours and the streamer hasn't beaten his wife once. 0 out of 10 stream.
Yeah. I haven't gotten my ass smacked at all. Well, that just feels nice.
I know.
Oh, that does feel nice, huh?
Yeah, of course it does.
So I'm hoping that they do put Bing Bong in the next patch.
They're not gonna do that.
No, not literally, but they'll put a little like Clive the bear. They'll put a little Bing Bong toy in her tent. Why not? Why wouldn't they?
Sergeant Tuffy sub. Thanks, Sergeant Tuffy. Hey, thanks for teaching me that Asperger's is a bad term. Before we move on, I really want to point out that even before people found out it was Nazism and stuff, the phrase Asperger's might be the worst term for anything ever.
It's not great.
It might be one of the worst ever.
It's not...
It hits the ear like a brick. Now I just tell people that I got the tism, which is more fun to say anyway. I really feel like saying you got a dash of the tism is like jovial and uplifting.
Yeah.
Whereas saying I have Asperger's is like
it's like, ooh,
human resources.
Get that checked. Human resources. It's like tism,
just a dash
a
of
touch
the
of the tism.
You know, somebody who says neurospicy, never talk to them again.
Unless you're saying it ironically, I guess. I hate the term neurospicy.
I feel so.
I think I understand. I think it's because of TikTok and that's people getting around things, I think. Why not call it something formidable like meningitis? Listen, I've had meningitis. I don't recommend it.
I feel, as somebody who has spent much of his life dealing with one mental illness or another.
Oh, go on. No, go on.
Just let that rock.
Yeah,
the term neurospicy is so offensive to me because it's a bunch of people just like trying to paint like mental illness as like a lifestyle choice instead, or like it's just I'm just kind of kooky. It's like there's a lot of like suffering involved with most mental illnesses. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Like, it's terrible. Like, I didn't want to cry because I couldn't order up all my things at right angles. That didn't make me feel good. But it did make me feel good when they were all at right angles.
What was it, right angles?
Oh, I remember organizing my desk once and like losing my mind because the desk itself was uneven. You know those old school desks that were kind of wider at the top, and I couldn't make everything fit perfect.
Pat got mad because the comforter on the bed was upside down.
So I wasn't mad. I was really confused.
Oh, I thought you were not mad. I thought you were upset.
No, I came to bed and Paige had our blanket upside down.
I did not have it that way. It was that way. I don't remember why it was like that.
Okay,
I think I was breastfeeding. And
no, my point is like we have a big blanket that's green on top and white on the bottom. And I came to bed and Paige was asleep and the white part was on top and the green was on the bottom. And I was just like, how the fuck did that happen? I don't know. How did this occur? Like, it's still warm. It works both ways. It's just a blanket. But I'm like, who would do such a thing? Who would do such a thing?
Who would do this?
Rune God says, I was diagnosed with a generalized learning disability and wasn't properly diagnosed with the autism until my mid-20s, but explains so much in hindsight. Yeah, I hear that's common. Where you hit a point, you're like, bipolar, or whatever the fuck you happen to have, and you're like, oh, that explains everything. Puff kicked in a sub. I love it when you know more about your wife's country than she does. I mean, the large scale, not the small, right? So like, I don't understand why waiters try and talk to me in America, right? I don't get that. That's weird. Go away. But I do know about Reagan. Kind of a toss-up. Why are they always trying to talk to me? I still don't get it.
I mean, it depends. Americans are friendly, Canadians are polite. I have always said that. It's absolutely true. Because, well, one thing, they may just be friendly and talkative, or two, they're trying to earn a tip.
But the tip is for good service.
Yeah, and in the States, part of good service in some people's eyes is to, like, be hospitable, and part of that hospitableness is to, like, how are you, and the weather, and, like, talk to you.
That's bullshit. They shouldn't be getting paid for that. They should be getting paid. Like, this is not me getting out of giving someone a tip. This is like, they shouldn't have to do that. They should have to bring the food and then make sure the water is filled, and that's it.
So, yes, but so back when I like did like food hospitality stuff, back when dinosaurs roamed the earth, in my eyes, I did that in case the kitchen, I mean, I also just like talking to people, but the kitchen might be late, right? Mm-hmm. And that might be my fault. Whereas if I have ingratiated myself with the table and the table likes me, they are more likely to understand all of the hullabaloo that could be happening in the back.
John McDumpy says, Pat, to every waiter, I do not pay you to speak. Joke's on you. Paige has witnessed this. It is the opposite. I order everything, the whole meal, all the way to the dessert, and then ask for the bill up front when I'm by myself and give them a huge tip, and then they fuck off.
Yeah, Pat, to Pat's credit, as crazy and shitty as he seems, servers actually love Pat because he pays them right away.
Like when I go out for food at
Yeah.
a sit down place myself, I don't do that very much anymore. But I order everything I want, and then I go, I would like to pay now, please. And then they go, do you need anything? And I go, no, I don't need anything. I've paid, just go away. Right? What percentage? I give them 20%. Is that not appropriate?
Well, that's not always true. Often, if they give you like really good service, Pat gives 25 to 30, but like, especially if it's a place where we're regulars, 20% is the minimum in the States.
That's not true. In the States.
Sorry. 20% is kind of the expected as long as everything goes decently.
Canada, it's 15%.
I understand that. But in the States, 20% is kind of usually where it lives. That's why in Canada, I remember when Pat and I first were going on dates, he was only giving 15%, and I was like, I fucking hate that. You will give 20%.
There's a really obvious reason why in Quebec you tip 15%.
Right.
And it's because the tax on your meal is 15%.
I understand
so you look at it's literally a math thing. You just look at what you paid in tax.
I understand
and then you just tip that.
I understand that. Or you could do very simple math and give them 20%.
Well,
which in the States is the expected.
So Puff says I do 20 because it's easier to calculate than 15. Here's the thing. You didn't, in Quebec, back when we lived, you didn't have to calculate it at all because the QST and the GST combined to make 15%.
So ArcV says 20% off for decently off, decently off people, you mean. How do you pay 20% if you live paycheck to paycheck? Back when I lived paycheck to paycheck and I was super poor, I didn't go out for that reason because I didn't want to not tip well. So I just stayed home and I personally cooked.
Now, granted,
also that saved me money.
Everything about the math of this doesn't mean anything anymore because who the fuck pays anything with cash? Mm-hmm. They bring the robot over and you tap your card and then you just hit the button.
Yeah.
Though, hey, maybe this is controversial tipping.
Yeah.
Do you think it's appropriate for like a convenience store to offer you a fucking robot to pay with a card to buy like 4 things, and then the fucking robot asks you if you want to tip them 20%? Because I've run into that. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't.
At like a convenience store.
No, I wouldn't tip a robot.
Because that's.
I don't.
That's weird.
I don't personally feel like that's appropriate. I feel if a person is doing work and they are not they are not being paid. I misunderstood. I misunderstood. I misunderstood. Okay.
I'm talking. You go to a convenience store.
Okay.
And you go, I would like a Red Bull and a bag of chips.
Okay.
And you go, here you go, and he goes beep beep, and then he hands you the man hands you the pay pass, and you tip you hit your card, and then it asks, do you want to tip 20%?
No, that's
that's
totally
ridiculous,
weird.
right?
No, that's extremely weird. No.
Like, that's strange. Like a restaurant, anywhere that anyone would ever help you to your car, right?
If someone is performing,
your mailman.
If someone is performing physical labor for me,
barbershop, yeah.
Then yeah, I'm gonna tip them, especially if I know that they're not making a living wage, which unfortunately in the U.S. is the case.
That's a software thing. The company does it because it makes them more money, and stores use it because software is cheap. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, you tip barbers and restaurants. You also tip grocery store people who help you out to your car.
Yeah, if they help you out to your car, like I give them a tip.
Anyone that helps you out of their store gets a tip.
Yeah.
Right? Anybody who crosses the threshold of their place of employment to help you anywhere, obviously they need to get a tip. Did I miss the game? Let's be honest.
Help you out to the car.
We're probably not going to get to the game.
Hold on. Filthy Animal says, help you out to the car. What? You going to get lost?
With heavy groceries, you dumb
also,
fuck.
Listen, I was pregnant. I was 8 months pregnant. Hold on, let me finish. I was 8 months pregnant, alone, and with a cane and like a big bag of groceries. You better believe people were clamoring to help me out to my car because I was like super fucked up. Like, so, I mean, yeah.
You're in the UK, that never happens here. Listen, a lot of things don't happen in the UK.
It's true.
Like joy and sunlight.
You were drunk? What?
or good food. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, I know the UK has immigrants, so I'm sure you could find good food somewhere. I know for a fact.
British food is good.
that
British food.
that the UK have a lot of Indian immigrants and Pakistani immigrants, so I know you can find good food somewhere.
Listen, blood sausage is pretty okay. You know, let's not be mean to the, you know. Yeah, every time I've been to London, I've been like, oh, crumpets, tea. To be fair, tea and crumpets is good, but it's, you know.
The most consumed food in the UK is tikka masala. Yeah, of course it is. Hey, Moose's Goose kicked in $5. Thanks, Moose. Reagan did it to get the money to the Contras so they could sell them guns. The CIA was told to not stop any shipments for a long time for this. Yeah. Cappuccino Gil kicked in $5. Thanks, Gil. Have a thing that might be very up Paige's alley. Have you heard of Mask of the Rose? Dating sim visual novel set in London after it got sunken in a hole by bats.
Oh.
A YouTuber made a whole 12-minute sponsored musical of the game. It rocks. Wait, does that take place in the same fucking setting as sunken? What's it called? Sunken. Sunless Sea.
Are they hot and tragic?
Mayhaps. Paige, could you type in Mask of the Rose? Good job, honey. Excellent job. No.
For fuck's... Oh my god.
You can do it.
You're doing it on purpose.
I'm not doing nothing.
There, okay.
You're doing it. Mask of the Rose. There it is. This just looks like Sunless Sea. That's hilarious. All right, to the wish list it goes.
Huh.
All right. Logan and Bennett
you,
kicked in 2 subs. Thanks, Logan and Bennett. Appreciate it. Chris Plays Thing kicked in a sub. Oh, wow. 60 months, eh? Keep on keeping on, you 3/5.
Oh, man.
Thank you. Tati Gal 67 sub. Thank you. Bell Brooks KA kicked in $5. I'd recommend checking out the Iran-Contra/crack epidemic of Behind the Bastards podcast. The story is so much more crazy than you think. Summary, CIA was not selling crack. They allowed Nicaraguan gangs to import cocaine to fund a coup.
My God.
This kind of makes me want to try crack. Should we try crack cocaine?
I think I'm good.
Are you?
Come
on.
I knew a girl in college who tried crack, and she loved it. She fucking loved crack. So I don't know.
Did she start to mold her life about how much she loved to do crack?
No. She just would she would do crack occasionally. She was not addicted though.
That's wild that there's people out there that just do heroin and crack cocaine like recreationally and just stop.
Man.
That's wild as fuck. I can't even stop eating cookies. Like, I don't know how these people are just fucking...
If you've ever had morphine, I get it. Like, it's sad, and but wow, I get it. Crazy. Oh, and I had fentanyl when I was...
oh, yeah, you did have a little bit of fentanyl.
So I had fentanyl when I was giving birth. Wow. My pupils I must have had black eyes. That fentanyl was crazy. I actually forgot.
So what you don't remember, Paige, is that after they gave you the fentanyl, they probably should have told you this beforehand. They warned you not to go to near any police cars because they might explode.
Waka waka. Oh, it constricts the pupils. Oh. It was bananas. And then when that baby hit my chest, and he's like, man, I'm like, I'm high as shit, and I got my baby, I don't need anything else. I remember thinking to myself, if I died right now, I would be okay with it.
I wouldn't.
Well, no.
That'd be real rough for me.
But I remember just thinking like, oh man, I feel amazing. I've accomplished this Herculean task. If I died, I would be okay with it. I mean, I would not be, because I love the baby and I want to be around him. But I was so high. And also the endorphins of having the baby. And my husband next to me. There's a beautiful photo of me patting the baby, the very first photo of him, and like he's on my chest, and I'm like and I'm like strapped down like Jesus on the cross, and Pat's there in his.
I'm there.
He's there in surgeon gear, crying. It's so beautiful.
I only cried a little.
No, it's very masculine. You look like a man whose son was just born.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one manly tear. It's a really beautiful photo.
Hey, Genocidal Cupcake sub. Thanks, man. Pat, all the stuff you guys have been mentioning wasn't taught in Pennsylvania, the state where I went to school. My dad had to tell me about them. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
Wheatley XT kicked in a sub. Thanks, Wheatley. No Substance X sub. Much love from Brandon P. and Maribel O.
Brandon P. Maribel O. Hello.
Rune God kicked in a sub. Thanks, Rune God. And Moondog, which rhymes with Rune God.
Moondog.
Subscribe. Thank you. Calder Gaming sub. 50. That's 50 months. Man, so many good games came out this year, like Ghost Trick, Cyberpunk, and Titanfall 2. Anyway, have fun with LA Face, starring Faces.
This was the best year for like, I don't want to be like for gamers, but it really is. Since like
Oh yeah.
Since what, 2000 like
Since
1998? Yeah.
Since 98.
Yeah. Like Pat and I are exhausted.
I'm tired. I'm sleepy.
Like although I think Baldur's Gate 3 will win Game of the Year.
Yeah.
Like I would eat my hat.
You don't wear a hat. Oh, you do.
Yeah, I
do
wear a hat.
Don't
all
eat
the
that hat. I
time.
love that hat.
I love that hat too, but I'll eat it if it doesn't win.
Don't do it.
And okay, here are my predictions. I think they're gonna have some of the cast, or at least Neil Newbon, come out and like do like a funny thing as a Starian, or they'll like have like a visual thing of the characters being like, "Hello, and we're thanks for the nomination," and blah blah blah. I bet you, and it'll be great. Zelda's not gonna win. That was a DLC. Come on.
Nah, no, it's not. No,
Like, DLC.
It's not DLC.
No, I know, but you know what I mean? Like, there's no fucking way in hell. There is no way Baldur's Gate 3 won't win. There are people who have gone out and bought PS5s and computers just to play Baldur's Gate 3.
That's true.
It's true.
Hey, Kai9 kicked in $5. Thanks, Kai. I'm curious, always curious, how a decently budgeted 3D Tokimeki Memorial game would be received. Between Persona 5 and Baldur's Gate 3, basically being carried on voice-acted party interactions. That's not true, but it does help.
Wait, what's happening? Oh, there it is. Sorry.
Could a proper dating sim explosively thrive today? I think it could. Personally.
Baldur's Gate 3 is absolutely a dating sim. It's Can I Fix Them the game? And Can I Fix Them also applies to your dirge, 100%. I'm not even like trying to be funny. It's absolutely like a friendship dating companion sim with plot and porn.
Nananuo sub. Thanks, Nananuo. Appreciate it. Tears of the Kingdom is fine, but it got boring very quickly. I feel really stupid and bad, but like I tried to emulate Tears of the Kingdom and I didn't get it working correctly. Like it didn't run the way I wanted it to. And every time I would play Tears of the Kingdom, I'm just like, I just want to play this on my fucking PC. I just want to play this at a decent fucking frame rate and a decent resolution. Like it matters a lot. Like it's mattering more and more. Where I'm just getting really annoyed. Ithon Mage kicked in 500 bits. My favorite character in BG3 isn't in the game. It's Bing Bong the Imp from the High Roller session. Lae'zel and Shart adopted him and Lae'zel killed him by accident. I would not call that a fucking accident.
That was not an accident.
The mock funeral they made came out recently. It did.
Yeah. I didn't get to watch that one. I did listen to Amelia Tyler, who's the narrator / DM of Baldur's Gate 3. She did a eulogy. It was very beautiful and hilarious. Super Casual Boom resub for 65 months. Hi, Pat and Paige. Salami and cheese. The memories of Paige saying, "I want the ham" returns. Recently, my friend finally played Kulex on old Mario RPG for the first time. Is there anything you two have yet to battle or fight that everyone done? Be safe.
What the fuck, Super Casual, Boom?
Baby, what does that mean?
You're still here. I know you are.
Do you mean...
What the fuck?
I think I understand... I understand what he's saying. I think he's saying, is there anything like the ham battle that we've bickered about lately? I feel like we have.
Is there anything you two have yet to battle or fight that everyone done?
Super casual boom. You silly goose.
Bosses
What?
you never fought before. You know,
Is that what he means?
I wish I had fought the Demogorgon in Baldur's Gate 2. I instead took the easy way out of that quest and then trapped him forever. I should have beat him up. But I was really tired at the end of the Watcher's Keep. That's a long dungeon.
Wait, is that what they're talking about? Bosses that we didn't get to fight?
Yeah.
Oh.
I have no idea.
Oh, I didn't, I found, Karnas.
Oh yeah, where was he at?
He is outside of the gates looking for me.
Oh really?
Yeah.
He survived?
And he has only a third of his health.
What's did you find the other guys?
They're with him.
Oh wow, that's wild. Okay, so yeah,
all of a third of their health.
lit. That was the right decision.
It was the right decision. It was fucking awesome.
Kai9 kicked in $5. Thanks, Kai. BG3 cast is fun and cool. It makes me think about how a solid, compelling ensemble cast is the make or break for RPGs. Specifically, people want a sad boy they can baby girl.
Yes.
It's why I like Xenoblade so much.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one of the things that's being shown off with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's like, look, the cast, and they're doing all that stupid shit you want them to do.
We like all we want are characters that are fun and interesting and or tragic, but like, you know, just interesting characters. And then we want some beach episodes. We want to hang out at the Citadel. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's the key. The key is segues. Like, even if it's super serious, have Cloud
Put that
ride
motherfucker on a Segway. Hey, Ichiban.
You gotta
get
you
on a
gotta hit.
Segway. Do it.
Done and done.
Hey, Cappuccino Gil kicked in $5. Thanks, Gil.
I am
Pat,
a
I'm so
dragon.
excited for the weekend to finally play Separate Ways and El Paso Elsewhere, aka Max Payne for Monster Fuckers. You like Remedy games? I'd recommend checking it out. It looks like Max Payne 1 with fancy lighting and Mommy Dracula. Alright. Hey, honey, could you go ahead and type in
Queequeg, you can recruit Minthara
without killing
without
Halsey?
killing Halsin or the Grove.
They'll still die.
They will still die, though. You just completely ignore everything to do with the Grove.
I think he means he wants them to be alive.
Ah.
Could you type in El
Yes.
Paso Elsewhere, please?
Sorry, what is it?
El Paso Elsewhere. There we go.
That's true. You don't get to fuck Minthara if you don't do the big murder.
Or allow the big murder to happen.
You don't get the Drussy if you don't
Or would it be Drussy or would it be Drawussy?
Drussy. I say Drussy.
What about Absolussy?
No.
Eh.
No.
I tried. Satoma sub. Thanks, man. In Baldur's Gate 3, Minsk at one point will mention that boys with magic in his country are hidden away because of Mistra being on the lookout for new boy toys.
No.
That's fucked up.
She's crazy. You know Mistra got that sweaty pussy. Mistrussy.
That's fucked up.
It is fucked up. That's crazy. Mistra is kind of a groomer, like, sort of, because, like, I think, forgive me if I'm wrong, but doesn't he say, like, he was a magical prodigy as a young boy and she took interest? And then, like, is that the case, or did I make that up? So it's like he was groomed, and then Pat made a good point that, like, Gale is a drug addict.
Oh yeah, he's got a problem. He's an idiot.
Yeah. But Mistra's also actually stupid for reasons that we
Oh,
shouldn't
yeah.
say. But she's also so stupid.
The Gale hashtag Mistra ending in Act 2 is absolutely brain dead stupid. I couldn't believe it. Anonymous kicked in $5. Hey Pat, have you had a chance to check out Fear and Hunger or Fear and Hunger 2? 1, you essentially play as a Berserk side character. 2 is essentially Silent Hill 2 vibes. I gotta admit, I have absolutely no interest in either one of those games. The the pickle argument I had with Wooly a while ago about how certain things are just pickle and makes me go gross. RPG Maker games that look like RPG Maker games are a massive turnoff to me. Like the way your character moves in Fear and Hunger, Lisa is great though. Lisa doesn't look like an RPG Maker game. Lisa looks like its own unique thing. But Undertale gets a pass, yeah.
Yeah. Undertale looks different.
You haven't played enough RPG Maker games if you can't tell what I mean by Fear and Hunger versus Undertale. Didn't you just say people should put the visuals aside when talking about OG Baldur's Gate? No, I didn't. I actually never said that even once.
I think you said it's as long as you understand that it's a product of its time.
I said that you need to take your expectations back 23 years.
Yeah.
I said I didn't mention the visuals once.
Yeah, I don't think you did. I don't remember.
But do that with Fear and Hunger? It came out last year.
What's Fear and Hunger?
It's the game where goblins rape you and give you a status debuff.
What?
Yeah.
Are you really raped by goblins?
Yeah.
Oh my god. What? What? Really?
Yeah.
And that's the game?
Yeah, that's the game, yeah. Healer by Day kicked in a sub. I love you guys so much. Love you too, Healer by Day.
Thank you so much. Thank you for hanging out with us. Sorry we're not playing the game.
Blackbird 914 kicked in a sub. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Chill the Whisk sub. Good lord. 35 months of sub time, but over 10 years of watching Pat. We're getting old, man.
Aww.
I'm old.
We're all getting old.
I can't believe I had to explain to chat what the fuck pause loads was.
I knew there would be a time in which, we would get older, sunrise, sunset, and all that, right? But I didn't know how hard it would just stab me with, things that everybody knew about back when we were the youth.
Yeah.
But now that we are no longer the youth, we're not like those young people. Mm-hmm. It hit me really fast. Really fast. They changed what it was.
And what it was going to a party where a bunch of guys with AIDS came in your butt.
It's true. Pause loads. That was a whole thing.
It was a whole thing.
A whole thing. Oh, there we go.
It's hard to believe, but it was.
Queequeg says you're hot. Aww.
I like it. Captain Cream Puff kicked in a sub. Moving into a new house and doing fixes is exhausting. Sure is.
Hey, will you check the phone and see how baby?
No, everything's fine. Okay. Baby's asleep.
Good. Okay. Moving into a house.
She was actually washing some bottles for us.
Oh, that's so nice. She's great. She's so awesome.
Yeah, Zephyr, I agree with you. I refuse to learn this new shit. I won't do it.
Man.
Just don't.
Looking at TikTok makes me feel crazy. I wish I could make a TikTok. I can't.
I will never know how to do the Juby slide.
The way it's a young people's app, yeah. I feel. Like there are older people, of course, but
it's for the young and the mentally ill. You can only
the neurospicy.
You can only be on TikTok if you are seriously mentally ill or under 20.
Don't get me wrong, I love TikTok. Pat and I think it's the funniest shit in the world. There's tons of great shit, but I'll be like, maybe I could make a TikTok, and then I think about it, and I'm like, no. I don't know. Some of those skits are so funny, and I'm like, we could do that, and then I'm like, no, I don't know.
I can't do a dance. I'm not good at dance.
No, but that's what would be funny is if you tried to do the dance.
I also get really, really like painfully anxious when doing a dance. I don't like it. It makes me feel bad.
It's true. On our wedding night, Pat and I got really drunk, and he danced for me. Well, you danced with me.
Yeah.
And that was really sweet because Pat will not dance. He will not dance.
I will not.
So the fact that you did that on our wedding night was very sweet.
Did you orange justice? No, I did not orange justice. I did not.
Did he do a sexy dance? Oh, yeah, he did.
In your vagina. A 5.
You ripped my dress.
Hey, man, you were way into the fact that I ripped your dress.
Yeah, I was. It was pretty cool. Okay, now I have 5. Yeah. It was cool. It was pretty cool. Hey, you ripped my wedding dress.
Hey, man, you gotta do what you gotta do. Cookie Tosser kicked in a sub. Thanks, man. Robo Token kicked in a sub. Man, today sucked. Oh my god, it's Paige. Hi.
Hello.
I know that exact feeling.
What?
I know that exact feeling. I'm
What?
like, oh man, everything's terrible. Oh wow, a penny. You know.
Thank you, Robo Token.
And hello to Pat as well.
Sorry about your day, babe. Aw.
Ithon Mage kicked in 500 bits. Thanks, Ithon. Pat and Paige, I had a unique Dark Urge experience eating the Noble Stock. I keep trying to find it on the internet. Nobody's uploaded it. I'm not sure if both of you, especially Paige, can handle the cutscene, but it's 53 seconds unlisted on YouTube if you want to see it. I got that cutscene.
I think I could handle it.
There's a lot of piss in that cutscene.
There is not. Is there? Is there piss?
In my version of the cutscene, there was absolutely...
The version in here?
No, I'm serious.
There's piss.
I chose a piss option.
You did not.
I did.
You did not.
I did. You people saw it.
And you didn't tell me about this? That's hilarious. Pat told me not to do Dark Urge for my first run, and it is making me furious. Because I feel like I'm missing so much. Because I'm just a standard Tav instead of a Dirge, and I wanted to be a Dirge.
Just do a Dirge the second time.
But I feel like I'm going to remember too much.
No.
And then,
Not you.
Yeah. I could play this game over and over, and every time
That's a totally different cutscene than what I'm talking about? Really?
Oh.
So the Noble Stock... Yeah, Dirge cuts off pieces of content, like a lot.
Oh, I'll get over it? Good, okay, good. So for those of you who have played the game more than once, is it super replayable? Because I just worry that I'll remember things so well that I'll just be like, nah, You've done 4 playthroughs? Aww. What are you being so sweet for?
I just felt like it.
Aww.
Whatever, loser.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Are you drunk?
No.
Oh.
You...
What?
Paige had a glass of wine the other day and was fucking miserable.
Dude, so I obviously... Well, okay. So I didn't have wine, or I didn't have any alcohol from, like, my birthday to, like, my birthday. Well, actually longer than that, but whatever. Because, I wanted to get pregnant and then be pregnant. And then once I was no longer pregnant...
Fetal alcohol syndrome is for real,
yeah.
So you don't want that.
So I was like, oh man, I'm so excited. I am going to, I'm going to have a glass of wine. A very small glass of wine. Hungover in 20 minutes after drinking.
Yeah, metabolized it into a hangover before you could finish a fucking episode of Edge Runners. See, I metabolize alcohol really, really quickly, but I get tipsy for a little bit first.
Yeah. No, I get tipsy really fast. Like, after my first sip, within, like, 2 minutes, I feel like I can feel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've always had problem with booze in terms of metabolizing because I'll get drunk. Like, if I get wasted, I will sober up by the time... I will be hungover by the time I get home.
That happens to me.
Like, I don't get to hide any of my hangover in being asleep. Because it goes through me so quickly.
Yeah.
Sucks. Sucks ass, bro.
I gave the noble stock to Astarion because I wanted to see if he would remember parts of his life, because there's parts of his life he doesn't remember, and it just heals him, and he goes, ah, and it's like...
See, the noble stock's supposed to heal you of all ailments. I gave it to him originally because I assumed it would stop him from being a fucking vampire.
Exactly, yeah, well, so here's the deal. He's dead. It's not going to heal death. The only thing that'll heal death is a wish spell or...
True Resurrection.
True Resurrection, but True Resurrection will not work on him because it happened over 200 years.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe it's the wish. No, it's True Resurrection. So the only thing I think that will work is a wish spell. Or he could wear the sun ring of the sun if they find it, but that's only in Baldur's Gate too.
Hey, the Royale Sweatusy kicked in $5. Thanks, Royale Sweatusy. Hey, Poot Stares At and Poot Stares At Associates. About to go try Lies of Penis. Enjoy Fucked Up Pig Simulator. Have fun with your pee organs.
Your porgans.
I can't believe it's fucking pee organs.
Even now.
I can't fucking believe it.
Oh, 5e True Resurrection is 500 to 900 years? Really?
Hey, some of you guys have been watching the Lies of P playthrough. Does parts of that game's story seem like a bunch of really talented actors are reading fucking machine-translated Korean? Because some of that shit makes no fucking sense at all. Like, I'm having trouble, like, following the story, because some of the dialogue is just fucking complete nonsense.
Did you see the Elminster Larian Studios tweet from 16 hours ago? Yes.
I did not, actually.
No,
What's that?
you've seen it. It's the TikTok where he's Merlin dancing.
Oh, yeah, I did see it, yeah.
So funny. It's so fucking funny. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So
Gail,
funny.
why don't you kill yourself?
Poor Gail. Ah.
Ah.
Right. Anyway, so do you want to play LA Noire?
I do not have it within me to do
You
a full
don't?
case of LA Noire after this.
Okay, I'm sorry. We did it again.
I'm tired.
We did it again. I'm sorry. Oh.
I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast we gave you.
Oh, are you done?
No.
Oh, because you're speaking in a past tense, so I'm like, oh. That's 2 in a row. We're dicks. I'm sorry, it's Ratman.
I blame Peach Saliva
What? Why?
for being so charming and wonderful.
Oh, you.
You know how people say flattery will get you nowhere? Yeah, no one believes that. Flattery gets you all sorts of places.
All sorts of things. Are
It
you
gets
crazy?
you marriages and babies.
It's true. Every time Pat compliments me, I give him 1 marriage and 1 baby.
Ooh.
It's the same one, though. He just forgets because he has no object permanence. True Resurrection has an expiration date of 200 years. I'm not joking. Astarion is fucked. That's what I thought. I said that earlier. That's what I thought. But someone else said it's 500 to 900 years in the 5th edition.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. You just checked? Yeah, and they knew exactly what they were doing because he's a little over... He's like 240. Tragic.
Larian takes a lot of
That's
creative
okay,
liberties with D&D 5th edition. Yeah, good. I think I've seen D&D nerds like on social media talk about how they want to use like the Baldur's Gate 3 version of 5th edition rules for their tabletop campaigns because all of the changes they have made are good changes. In particular, Rangers are really happy that they don't have to use their goddamn fucking full action to have their pet attack. That's so stupid. I didn't know that was the case. That's so fucking stupid. That's dumb as fuck.
Wait, what's dumb?
So in regular tabletop rules, you have your ranger and they have their pet.
Yeah.
In order for the pet to attack, the ranger has to use their full action to tell the pet to attack. Which means, why the fuck even have the fucking pet there? Right? No, the pet should be an extra fucking character to make up for the fact that the ranger doesn't have sneak attack.
Dude, Bard is okay. I liked it. Being a wild magic sorcerer is so fucking unbelievably powerful. Like, I played for hours cumulatively over the last little bit as a sorcerer, and wild magic, and like almost nothing truly bad happens to me. It's always something weird but awesome
Or zany.
like everyone's cats, or like the next thing, every single person is gonna hit crit twice.
I'm sure you'll find some of the
something.
bad effects, and then
Yeah.
you'll be mad.
Yeah. And then I will be sad.
Wild Stork was in BG2 is fun. Can't you just instantly die in Baldur's Gate 2's version of Wild Sorcerer? I feel like you could. I feel like you could just die. You can just explode? That's a bad one. That's a pretty bad fucking effect.
Fucking Baldur's Gate. That's all I think about. Besides,
There's a popular homebrew wild magic table with 10,000 effects. One of them is the nearest star explodes.
That's so awesome.
That's silly.
I feel like if I did Dungeons and Dragons, like D&D, like a standard, I would probably be a wild magic sorcerer. Mm-hmm. Like I now love it,
I'm fucking exhausted.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
This sucks.
Well,
I don't want to be exhausted.
why don't you get a monster?
I already drank it.
Why don't you go make a coffee?
It's 7:30 p.m.
Oh, that's true.
I'm not gonna.
Why don't you?
I'm not gonna drink coffee at 7:30 in the evening.
That's fair. How about if you have a monster, I will have half of it. Wait, can I? Yes, I can.
No, I'm not gonna have a monster at fucking 7:30. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, then you're just gonna be tired and sad.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Why don't you go drink something sugary?
Well, also we're planning to only go till 8 o'clock. Remember?
We are.
Yes.
I thought we were going till 9.
No, I had the doula come till 9, but we planned for 4 to 8. She's here till 9, so in case we ran long.
Oh. Huh.
Don't boo me. You boo you.
I'm so disappointed in us for not getting in us
Oh, what?
for not getting to.
Oh, you.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you. Oh. Oh.
Oh, ouch, 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 ooh.
Ooh, what happened?
You twist my thing.
Oh,
funny.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Oh.
It's okay. Well, my wild magic run resulted in me giving other people what? Ooh, hold on.
Read that.
Chaos Bringer, which is appropriate. My wild magic run in Baldur's Gate 3 resulted in me giving other people wild magic surges and watching them get put in gay baby jail, indestructible sphere, or whatever. That's funny. 5th edition also has wild magic barbarian for wild magic, big and strong. Yeah, barbarian weirdly doesn't entice me. I'll be honest, this is super fucked up of me. I have a hot take. Ready? I do not care for Karlach. I don't care for barbarian, and I know you could change that. So I was like, okay, she's too good. She's too awesome. No. Hear me out. She's too great. And she and Will have the same problem in that they don't belong there. They're too healthy. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you understand? Like, I want, like, the reddest of flags.
Yeah, so I think Will should have had to eat a baby to do his pact.
I feel like I liked the version of him that was in the early access because he okay, spoiler alert for early access, I guess. Astarion wasn't the charlatan, he was, because part of his like thing was am I gonna spoil anything?
You mean for a version of the game that no longer exists?
Okay, yeah, the early access is no more, which is a shame. I wish I could have played it. He, I believe, was a lying piece of shit that, like, was not actually a hero. But the part of his pact was that if he sold his soul or whatever, or made a pact with a devil, that everyone would see him as, like, a super awesome hero. That is so much more interesting than what he is in the thing. Does that make sense? No, I don't mean normal healthy relationships are ew. I just mean
She does mean that.
No, like for this.
She hits me.
No, but you're such an asshole. No, but for like the story and how fucked up everyone is, having Karlak and Will there, they're just so healthy and normal. Why did they change him? I don't know. I don't know.
People in early access apparently did not like his original character.
Why?
I don't know.
They didn't like his story. Yeah, but now he's so like, he's so like, I'm a good guy. And then it's like, okay, but what else? A really good guy. I will say his romance scene with the dance, fucking hilarious. Not quite as funny as Gale's, but very funny. I will say this. Will's actor, so beautiful. Beautiful man. Pat and I were watching them play D&D, and we were like, Theo is so beautiful. What a beautiful man. Will is Knuff. Yeah, I think, is Will Karth? Who's Karth? Would you say Will is Karth?
No one in that game is Karth.
No one is Karth? That's good. That's good.
Because part of being Karth is being a massive buzzkill.
Okay, yeah, then Will's not a Karth. I don't think Will's a buzzkill. He's just so healthy and good. And same, Karlak is a little bit more interesting, but I'm just kind of like, okay. And I feel sad about it, because I like the way she looks. I like her. I don't really care about Barbarian, though, which really surprised me. Are you all right?
Yeah.
Do you want to end?
Yeah, my migraine's starting to kick in. So so when you stop talking on your current train of thought, I was actually going to pull the ripcord on the stream.
Yeah, no, you're crying. Oh, my God. Okay, sorry. We have to go. I'm sorry.
Well, no, that's sleep tears. That's not migraine tears.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
That's a big yawn.
I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
No,
I apologize.
relax. Chill the fuck out.
Well, no, I don't want you to be in pain.
Yeah, no, Paige, yeah. But, yeah, hey, you guys might know this. When you're sitting there and then your head right here goes, and you're like, oh, great.
I think that's just you.
No, that happens. No, some of them know.
Oh.
Some of them know. Cozy? Really? That's hot. All right.
Sorry, guys. Well, I hope you had fun. I know that we did.
I scared myself. All right, so we will be back next week.
Yeah, so we're going to make this a weekly thing.
We're going to try and do this on Fridays.
Yep.
Though, should we do L.A. Noire again next week?
I don't know.
And get to it, or should we move to something else?
We should.
We will figure it out.
We will find out. Find out next week. Same time, same channel.
We should probably raid somebody.
We should probably raid someone.
Yeah, probably.
There you go.
Who's available? Who's this? F099 over at Life Arrow. Yeah. Let's do it. Hold on. No. I do this.
Oh, that's smart.
I copy paste it so that because I raid. Now you can raid. /raid
that?
Space and then Control V. Yeah, I do that because I can't spell Max's channel name.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. Y'all have a good night. I will see you guys on Monday for the podcast, and then we will both see you next week on hopefully Friday.
Yeah.
Maybe a different day. Who knows? I just got to find the button here. Okay. But bye now.